And it has 0 artificial preservatives, additives, or fillers. For a limited time, save 50% off your first order and receive a free bag of dog treats. Go to drmartypets.com/score or text SCORE to 511-511.
I guarantee it with a 100% 90-day return of your purchase price.
Your dog will love the taste of nature's blend. Text SCORE to 511-511 today.
Tax fees may apply. You may receive up to 1 additional tax. Text stop to opt out.
Message and data rates may apply. Paid for by Dr. Marty's Pets.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
Head coach Mike Houston. You know, with the weather in eastern North Carolina, I mean, it's why we have to get the indoor facility built. Because if you had the indoor facility, then you could go at different times of the day. You could not worry as much about the lightning and not worry as much about the extreme heat. But, you know, until we get that facility built, you know, we've got to do things the way we do them.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Otavola Market Cafe. Otavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Otavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Otavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Otavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Otavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OtavolaMarket.com. Otavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Before you hit the road this travel season, be sure to get your tires inspected by the tire guys at Greenville Auto World. The Greenville Auto World service team sells all the top brands and economy tires if you need a new set. Need an oil change, state inspection, or AC repair? Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle, and the monthly oil change special is only $29.99. Make an appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World.
For the latest from the world of golf. Tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelch and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Your office deserves a proactive tech support approach instead of always reacting to issues after the damage is done. You need BizCare. BizCare tech support and cybersecurity plans keep you ahead of potential issues and much safer from cyber threats like ransomware. What's at your office? Call William today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com. Winslow's is now Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room. With a brand new look, Fifth Street Hardware also has a new menu and serving lunch and dinner every Tuesday through Sunday and brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, they have poker every Tuesday night, Trivia Wednesday with DJ Captain Morgan, and on Friday and Saturday nights they have live music open till 2 a.m. serving light appetizers all night long. New look, new name, same location on Fifth Street. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more specials. Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room.
Pirate Radio is your home for game day coverage of ECU football.
Over/under quarterbacks for East Carolina playing in this game. I'll set it at 1.5.
Over.
Okay. Over/under 2.5.
Under.
All right. Who will that second quarterback in the game be?
Mason Garcia.
When will he enter the game?
Fourth quarter.
How much time will be on the clock?
Mid-fourth quarter.
Celebrate our 20th year of ECU football coverage right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Hi. Hi.
Tabua. Aub. What about Aub? Safula.
Cool, neat story.
Was that supposed to be funny? There's local politics, bud.
Don't go over the rules. It'll take forever. Let's just get to the draft.
Let's get the pumping.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
It's gonna be fun. We in the thick. I mean, everybody gonna be loud. I'm gonna be loud with them. I'm gonna be screaming too. Like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. You ready for this? I am.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1. In Washington, we're on 1250, 930, and you can find us online, pr927fm.com, and watch the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube. And you can chime in there with questions, comments, concerns. What would you like to talk about on this Tuesday afternoon? Another hot one in Eastern North Carolina. Another day closer to Pirate football, to NFL, to the Hall of Fame game coming up 2 nights from now. So we are on the cusp of some very exciting times here when it comes to a football season. That'll be a topic on today's program. We'll talk about a lot of things today. Brian Bailey going to join us coming up in about 25 minutes or so. We'll look around what's going on in the world of football and get his thoughts on his conversation with Mike Houston from Monday's edition of the Brian Bailey Show. So Bailey joins us coming up in hour number 1. Hour 2 will continue our high school football chat. Sean Murphy from JP2, John Paul II, going to join us to talk some high school football as he gets underway with another season there here in Greenville. So we'll talk to Coach Murphy coming up at 4 o'clock. Ellerbe will join us in the Pirate Radio studios in hour number 2. And then old Bryce Williams will join us at 5 o'clock, Pirate Radio Outdoors. We'll talk to Bryce about some of our conversations yesterday with the ECU players inside the Delcor Players Lounge and more. We'll play some game, some sort of game with Bryce and the crew coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. So all that and more ahead on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes is here. CJ, when we get that camera out of my face. And Chandler Honeycutt's here. Hey, Chandler.
What's up, Clipper? You doing all right?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Get out of our face!
Get that camera out of my face!
Get that out of our face!
Jeez, can't even talk. The camera in my face.
Just all up in our grill, dude.
I miss the old days of just doing radio, just my voice.
You guys sound upset. Was there a camera in your face?
There was a camera right in my face.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
Get that camera out of my face.
Shirley Rhodes. Let's
Clip Brock.
Let's see how your trigger fingers are today. Steve Hill says burglary.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I hadn't done this in a while.
A burglary.
A burglary. He also says Clipper. Kevin Cozart says Clip and Chandler.
Don't have one of those.
Yeah, we need one of those.
Clip and Chandler.
We get somebody to say Chandler.
We need Atticus to call back in and do it.
I feel like we haven't had a show in a while because yesterday was so different and awesome. It was like Super Bowl week where they have Radio Row and you just keep having guests filter through the door. But we opened up the Delcor Players Lounge for the first time in the fall season and really enjoyed talking to those guys, getting to know them as people. We talked some football as well in there, but that was a lot of fun on Monday.
Absolutely, and we'll bring that to you each and every Monday in the Players Lounge, brought to you by Delcor. Great interviews yesterday with all the guys. I'm going to try to name them all right now. Holton Nailers, Isaiah Winstead, Miles Berry, which was a great interview. You've got Xavier Smith, Rajay Harris. You have Jeremy Lewis on the edge. Edge. You have Ryan Jones, the tight end, the leading receiver for the Pirates last year. How many do I have?
7.
Need one more.
This is the problem when you start naming names. You got to name them all.
Now it's juggling through my head.
Unbelievable. Do you want me to give you a hint?
Yes.
He's the most important pirate on this team.
The speedster.
According to Clip Brock.
The speedster. Keaton Mitchell,
yes. Get gone. You need to get gone if you don't remember Keaton Mitchell.
I'm sorry.
By the way, you talked about the Players Lounge. We're also serving it up in podcast form. So it is up on, you can visit the Apple Store, your Spotify. You can download it there. We'll also have, and because we had so many, we couldn't squeeze it into just one podcast. So we split it up into 2 podcasts. So part 1 will air tonight at 6 o'clock. Part 2 tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
Part 2 coming up. Good stuff. All right.
Talked to them yesterday, and today they are getting ready for camp. They move in today.
It is move-in day. John Moody on Facebook Live says, save!
Oh, where's that at?
Save! Thank you, Shirley. All right.
Dude.
Garrett Short
Sorry.
says, dude.
Dude.
Let's get the pumping.
Yeah, one day I just want to for 3 hours, just play all the cuts ever. Started dating back to 2000, what, Shirley? 3, 4?
2003, yeah.
just 3 hours straight. People,
just random sound
people
bites.
would go insane, but it would be quite funny. All right, let's see. Where to begin today? You want to go trade deadline? What is going on with Juan Soto? Is it official? Is it done? Where's Hosmer?
I think it's done.
I think it's pretty much a done deal.
Hosmer going to Boston.
Is that right?
That's what I heard. That's what I saw.
Where'd you see that? Where'd you see it?
I'm trying to remember.
Where's your source?
It was a great source. I just can't remember the source.
What are you referencing?
Because the trade was going to be Juan Soto to the Padres at Josh Bell as well, right?
Yes.
And the real centerpiece of the deal for the Nationals was Mackenzie Gore. Right?
Yeah, coming back to the East Coast.
But Eric Hosmer, apparently, I read that he had like 10 teams on a no trade clause that he wouldn't go to. That's got to make you feel good, right? When one of your teams is the team.
Yeah.
I'm not going to that crappy organization. So Hosmer says, nah, I'm good. Jeff Passan 36 minutes ago, with Hosmer out of the Soto trade after rejecting a deal to Washington, the Red Sox swooped in and will acquire him from San Diego. Finances unclear. We were thinking, oh, good.
I was going to say, take that, Los Angeles Dodgers.
What are we taking?
I just didn't want them to get my guy.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you there. Anybody but L.A.
Padres are trying to contend.
So
you can't get everybody, boys in blue.
Mackenzie Gore, that's cool, right? Like, you got to be excited about that.
Absolutely.
But how about from his point of view, he gets drafted. How many people in that organization are telling him, all right, you're our guy.
He was picked number 3 overall.
You're the future. And then they bring him up. I remember regretting not taking him to win Rookie of the Year preseason. Remember I told you about that?
Yep.
Like, I saw some long odds.
I do remember that.
And I didn't take it. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to regret this. He's going to win the freaking Rookie of the Year. Well, he just got hurt for the first time, went on the injury list for the first time, right?
15
So he's gone from drafted, major signing bonus, so, some great ball in the minors, big leagues, potential Rookie of the Year, injured, to now traded.
On the move.
And it just goes to show
to a crappy organization
how much of a business it is. And, sometimes we talk about these selfish players who they don't care about their team. They only care about themselves. Well, this is part of the reason why you see instances of that, because these teams are doing whatever they can to win a championship and using these players like pawns. So it's just a crazy career journey he's been on, and he's only been in the, playing pro baseball for what, 3 years?
3 years, and he's younger than I am. He's like 22 years old.
And he's already a millionaire and been traded and shipped across the country. Got to be great for his family to be able to see some home games. Hope they have Masson or they can't watch him play on TV anymore. That's a shame.
I know.
That you can watch the Padres games, but not the Nationals games.
No.
So you're gonna have to go to the games to see him play.
I just hate this whole blackout rule that they have.
It's terrible.
I have MLB Network, and it was showing. Oh gosh, what was it? It was something like Tampa Bay and maybe Boston. I can't remember what it was, but it was a game that I'm nowhere near their viewing area, and it blacked me out.
That didn't make any sense unless it was on like a national channel.
No, it was the Major League Network, MLB.
You said it was MLB Network.
MLB Network, yes.
And you couldn't watch it on MLB Network?
I'm pretty sure that was the channel that I was watching it on.
No, at my mom and dad's place, we get Masson, both Orioles and Nationals games.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I can't pick up a single Orioles game.
No O's, no Nats, so it stinks. But
only 4-hour drive up to DC?
Yeah. So that's fantastic. I hope and I don't like the Nationals obviously, but I hope Mackenzie Gore does well. Now you were hoping, and I think Pirate fans were hoping, that Alec Burleson would be making the move to DC.
Well, we thought we got stumped yesterday. We mentioned it slightly yesterday that we got stumped by a fake Jeff Passan account, and the fake Jeff Passan was saying that Alec Burleson was heading to the Washington Nationals in exchange for and some other guys, and Juan Soto was going to St. Louis, and I was very excited about that because as just about everybody knows, Alec Burleson is killing it in the minor leagues right now, but waiting for that call up. But the Cardinals are really stacked there, especially in the outfield. And if Alec Burleson comes to the Nationals, I was like, well, we're going to bring him up in a heartbeat because we need anybody we can to get out there, and especially like a guy that's being productive like Alec Burleson. But that was fake. That doesn't count. But another Eastern North Carolina guy from Whiteville, North Carolina, Mackenzie Gore, is the National.
Trade deadline 6 o'clock. Is that right?
Correct.
So we'll keep you up to date during our show because Alec Burleson still could be on the move if the Cardinals decide to make a deal. He is a prize piece that teams want in return. Shirley.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was, I've been keeping a very, very close eye on Twitter and also not Major League Baseball, but the Minor League Baseball website, because at times their transactions list, you can catch that. Because Alec hadn't played in a couple of days because this deal was trying to be worked out to where Alec was going to go to the Nationals. So
how anxious is he right now? Can't even get in the game. He's not being traded. He's just kind of in limbo.
He's in total limbo. And what's even more frustrating is now that he is not being traded to the Nationals and not part of that Juan Soto trade, now what's going to happen? Like we said, we've got less than 3 hours before the trade deadline it goes into effect. And he's sitting in AAA just absolutely destroying pitchers right now, and he can't get called up because, like we've mentioned before, there is a logjam in terms of outfielders and in the DH spot, which is another place that Alec could get called up for. That, the Cardinals are they've got too many people and they need to unload. Where he goes from here is a big question, but if that the trade deadline comes and goes and Alec is still part of the Cardinals organization, there's going to be a lot of folks that are going to be scratching their heads because you've got this for all intents and purposes, this primo guy that can help you in the majors, and you got him stuck in AAA.
Yeah, maybe he gets called up and when they make a playoff push and could become a legend there in St. Louis.
Of course, that's always a possibility, but we'll see what happens in the next 2.5 hours. I just can't see why the Cardinals would try to hold on to him if they're not going to use him this year.
The Orioles appear to be sellers at the deadline. They are contending for a wild card spot, but they have shipped off their closer, Jorge Lopez, to Minnesota for prospects. Also, we saw Trey Mancini get traded on Monday. Joey Gallo, who has struggled for the Yankees, is now a Dodger. Why not? Everybody just join up with them. The Braves have made a couple of minuscule moves, just like they did last year, by the way. Nobody was talking about the Braves moves that they made with Rosario and Peterson and Soler that helped them win a World Series. So they're trying to do that same thing again under the radar moves. They did get rid of Will Smith, which Braves fans are happy about because he has not been good.
And Austin Riley got paid.
Yeah, well deserved.
Yes, sir. How many extra base hits did he have in July? 26?
He was doubling or homering just about every.
It was crazy.
He's been awesome. So there is your baseball news, and there will certainly be more before we get out of here on this Tuesday, because the trade deadline coming up at 6 o'clock. Let's shout out some area teams real quick. Ann on Facebook Live wants us to mention the Greenville 9-11 Tar Heel All-Stars won today against Florida 14-4.
Wow.
And they go to the final game tomorrow of the Tournament of State Champions against Virginia. So good luck to the Tar Heel.
Good luck.
9-11s. Also, remember the softball team we had in here? Pitt County girls softball team 10U All-Stars?
Yep.
They are the Tournament of State Champions, coming home from Tennessee after a dominant summer run. They defeated Florida 11-1, Tennessee 15-0, South Carolina 2-0, and Florida again 15-2. So they dominated. And congratulations to all those girls. So that's
and I've got
fantastic
one more
stuff
for you too, Clip.
And actually, that was not the team that came.
I was
in
about to say the team that came here is going to be in the Little League World Series.
Gentry Coward, yeah, he sent me the text, so I was thinking it was his team. But yeah, they're in the World Series. This is a separate team from Pitt County that did big things. So,
all the success stories here in Pitt County.
There's a lot of teams to keep up with. My mistake.
And congratulations to the Babe Ruth League 13 to 15-year-olds who are champions of the Babe Ruth Baseball Southeast region.
Geen?
And that would be coached by one Geen.
Geen, our very own Gene Briggs, a.k.a. Geen. Why didn't Geen bring his team?
I don't know. You
Why
ask
did
him.
Geen not bring his team?
I bet he just, since he's an intern,
since he's graduated, he doesn't want anything to do with it.
That's too much like work. Like, he's afraid that he'll bring the team in and then we'll make him do stuff while he's here.
I'd be like, Geen,
can you cut up audio?
Hey, I got some audio that need to be cut up right
and
over
he probably
here.
didn't want
I need a cut sheet.
all his players, like us calling him Geen in front of his players.
That's probably it.
Geen, congrats, man. Way to go.
Yeah,
So,
that happened on Sunday, actually.
Coach Briggs.
Sunday afternoon.
Good stuff. All right, John Moody says with the request line open, he needs a Jeff Connors summer workout regimen. So, Coach, could you give John an idea on what he should do this summer? Summer's coming to an end, but there's still time. There's still a beach trip or two left. So how could he get that body right here late summer?
Well, I know that John does a lot with the with the university grounds crew. So what I suggest to you, John, is that you do about 3 sets of 20 leaf blowers. You do about 4 sets of 10 rakes. Then I say that you go and you do some trim the bushes of 3 sets of thin.
Thank you, Coach.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
But he stopped talking, so I just said thank you.
I ran out of breath for some reason.
You're getting really good at that, Chandler. So I
appreciate it, Clip. We're here with Clip Brock.
All right. That was good. That was very good. John, you do that, you'll have the body your wife desires.
Okay.
Shirley.
Clip.
How awesome is this? What NFL team am I falling in love with?
My Miami Dolphins.
That's right. And guess what? They're just like the team I've loved my whole life.
They wet the bed.
Screwed up ownership. They are just like Washington.
I know. I literally said that earlier today when I saw the news headline. I said, "Oh my, we've got another Dan Snyder."
So I've rooted for a team my whole life that I love the players. I've loved and hated some of the coaches, but I really root for them on the field. But the ownership is despicable, and I hate it and can't stand it. And then last week I started to say, you know what? These Dolphins, man, love their coach. Hill and Waddle at receiver. They've got weapons. I think they're going to be fun. And sure enough, just like my team, they have really embarrassing ownership. So we'd kind of forgotten about this story. But do you remember the Flores stuff? And he said that the owner, Stephen Ross, tried to get him, pay money to him to lose football games, which was asinine. Well, I guess they did not get in trouble for any of that.
There was no evidence, that's what I read.
But they did get hit with tampering charges following a 6-month investigation. The Dolphins, namely Stephen Ross and their vice chairman, Bruce Beal, violated the anti-tampering policy on 3 occasions from 19 to 22 in conversations with Tom Brady and the agent for then Saints coach Sean Payton. So they were trying to, I guess, get a coach and a quarterback that were not associated with the team.
I remember when this story first came out because they didn't name the coach or the player. People were trying to kind of speculate who it was, and a lot of people thought it was Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I can't remember who they thought. Maybe Sean Payton was the coach that a lot of people speculated, but I remember everybody trying to figure out who was it that was invited on this guy's yacht. It come to be Tom Brady and Sean Payton. And I think Tom Brady, if the story is right, Tom Brady gets there and sees what's going on. It's a lot of sketchiness going on from Stephen Ross, and he just gets up and leaves.
And how big of a deal is this? Well, big enough for them to lose a first-round draft pick in 2023. So that's a pretty big penalty.
And a second-rounder, I think, in 2024. But this also lends credence to some of the things that Brian Flores had discussed in his grievances with the Dolphins when he was let go. So, come on, daggone it. We're just now getting to a point where we're actually excited before the season even starts about this Miami Dolphins team, and then he's got to go and...
You're going to have to do what I do, and that's try to separate the ownership from the actual players on the field.
Here's my thing. Okay, you fined him $1.5 million. Okay, but then you suspend him till October? What? That doesn't make any sense to me. My thing is that if you are found to be tampering with the way the NFL, their NFL rules and all that good stuff, then punish the owner. Don't punish the team in the sense of the owner, like you said, separate the owner from the team.
Well,
don't punish the team and take away draft picks.
How are you going to do that, though? What are you going to throw him in jail? Take away one of his summer homes?
Well, I mean, Goodell's like the chief of the Chiefs, right?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so fire him. He should have done that with Dan Snyder.
You're fired.
Remove him from his position.
You can't.
I know you can't, but...
Oh, no, I was starting a new sentence.
Oh, I thought you were saying I couldn't do that.
You can't lose games on purpose if you're a coach. But I heard this conversation on Pick Central today. If the Dolphins would have tanked on purpose, you know who tanked that year instead of the Dolphins? Who tanked better? The team that was in the Super Bowl last year, the Cincinnati Bengals, who drafted Joe Burrow. I'm not saying they should have lost games on purpose, because you absolutely cannot do that. You can't tell your players to go lose the game. Take the snap, give the ball to the other team. But if they'd have done that, they'd have had Joe Burrow, maybe been in the Super Bowl, and they wouldn't have this new coach that I like. The butterfly effect, folks, it's a real thing. If Washington didn't beat Miami that year, if Washington loses a couple more games, they have Joe Burrow instead of Chase Young. Just crazy how these things work out. So
the what ifs.
The what ifs, folks. You can't live your life thinking about what if. You got to move forward. You got to move on. And that's what we're going to do.
Let's move on.
All right. Deshaun Watson news came out yesterday. Suspended 6 games. Apparently, that can still be added onto.
So this is kind of like the base. This is the base. All right, 6 games.
Yeah.
And let's go from there.
But I don't know.
Will games be added to that suspension?
Some say yes, some say no. I have no idea. And what would you add it to? What would you put it at? 8? 10? I don't know. Why add? What's the point of adding to him?
I'd say go a whole year.
Why?
You have Calvin Ridley, who's out for a whole year for betting on his team.
You ever heard the phrase 2 wrongs don't make a right?
I have, and that's a good point.
Deshaun Watson may have done like 26 wrongs.
26 games it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not in the spot, because it is there's no like rule book you open up and say, all right, this guy was a creepy perv to women. Let me turn to that page in the book.
Yeah.
You're
that's section 17 in the NFL rule book.
All right. This guy put in just a laughable parlay, and he didn't win. Let's see what he gets.
A whole year.
This guy was on video in an elevator. This guy punched a girl at a bar. All these are real things that happened, by the way.
Oh, I know.
I feel like we're doing trivia. Can you name the player I'm talking about?
Yes.
I named Joe Mixon, Ray Rice.
Yeah.
In there. So, yeah, everything's kind of done differently because there's no, constitution when it comes to these fines and suspensions. So, all right, let's any Panthers news? We can talk about it later.
Yeah,
hour 3.
Not much. I did see. We've talked about this in training camp, and we saw it with Ryan Jensen with the Tampa Bay Bucks being carted off. Tim Patrick with the Broncos, one of their up and coming receivers, was carted off today in Broncos training camp. So they're just kind of continues with the injuries going on in training camp.
Keep talking.
That we hate and don't like.
Bless you.
And hope it doesn't happen to our own team.
Thank you. Good job, Chandler. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, Brian Bailey joins us. We'll talk some Pirate football. We'll talk about his Cowboys, little high school. We will talk all things football with Double B when we return on Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday after this.
Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
This is Braxton Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. If you're looking to purchase a home, it is still a great time, and being pre-qualified before you begin shopping is an advantage. At Angel Oak, we offer a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans that can fit most financial situations. To get started, contact our experienced team of Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, Wanda Hager, or myself, Braxton Green, at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership, savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Are you ready to get loose?
Party like a pirate on Thursday, September 1st at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, featuring entertainment by America's favorite 1980s tribute band, The Breakfast Club. Tickets are available now at pr927fm.com for only $10. All ticket proceeds will be donated to charity. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back. Get your tickets today at pr927fm.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holton Ahlers, and when it comes to getting your family together, there's no better place than Familia, which is Italian for family. Familia is the place I like to bring my football family, especially my offensive linemen. Whether it's great New York style pizzas, homemade meatballs, lasagna, chicken parmesan, or delicious homemade desserts, Familia is a winning play every time. For dine-in or takeout, make Familia your go-to play when you have a hungry team. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Go Pirates!
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. UniversitySportswearENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, UniversitySportswearENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit UniversitySportswearENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. UniversitySportswearENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak or the Seafood Delight pasta. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House can feed your larger crowds with off-site catering and room for 125 in our adjacent banquet hall. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation.
1, 2, 3,
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? Well, CopyPro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years and continues to grow each year, and they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a six-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and to learn more. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you. Pirate Radio Live, rolling into August, rolling into football season. That means the Brian Bailey Show is back, the Players Lounge is back, and pretty soon ECU football practice reports will be back right here across our social media and here on Pirate Radio Live as the Pirates get underway with practice coming up on Wednesday. So really looking forward to that. Let's talk about it all right now with Brian Bailey, who talked to Coach Mike Houston Monday on the Brian Bailey Show. He joins us here on Pirate Radio Live. BB, how you doing, man?
Great. How are you?
Fantastic. Great start to the Brian Bailey Show in the fall 2022 season with Mike Houston on Monday, and went over a lot of different things with Coach. And every coach is probably optimistic this time of year, Bailey, but when Mike Houston says he is, I believe him. How about you?
Yeah, I believe the same thing. I mean, he came in here and he talks a lot about, what he inherited. And, from the first day, he said it's going to take some time, and it has taken time. But I think this is the year that they look that they can break through it. Now, they could be much better, as we've talked about a number of times. This is a very difficult schedule, and we don't know if the record's going to be that much better. But it looks like they're going to put a pretty good product on the field.
Yeah, and you're right. He came in here, and we play a quote quite a bit on our liners during commercial breaks, coming back to shows where he says, I don't know when it's going to happen, but that stadium's going to be rocking, and then all that stuff. And, that was, 3 years ago. And Steve Shankweiler joined me Friday. He talked about the plan they had at O-line and D-line. It was pretty decimated. They knew they would take their lumps early on, but they had a plan to get this thing right, and we're starting to see, and we are seeing that plan into action now. And it really says a lot to those coaches, what they've done, and now we're starting to see some fruits of that labor.
Yeah, and we saw it with Coach Holtz when he was here, that, you build the thing on the line. The defensive line that Coach Holtz built was incredible, and I was intrigued to hear the story about Alex Turner and all the plays that he had to play every game that first year. I mean, Coach said he was out there for every single snap, and that's unheard of for a defensive lineman. So, yeah, better days are ahead for that line.
Brian Bailey joining us, BB. What are you excited about this fall camp to cover? Any position group, any players in particular, any storylines? What are you looking for this fall camp?
Well, I think we're all interested in, the wide receivers and how all of that transitions with the transfers coming in and the things that we've heard about these guys that they're not going to miss a beat as far as, and they may be better than they've been in the past because the guys that have come in are so good. So I think I'm looking forward to seeing those guys out there. I'm always intrigued by what happens behind Holton at quarterback, with Mason, and you're hoping that he's got that great, build, and you're hoping that that he comes along and that they can use Mason some, because next year, it should be Mason's job to lose. But camps are really strange because from the outside looking in, and you go to scrimmage games, you're like, I'm not sure what that team is, because they're playing good on good a lot of times and ones on ones, and But the other thing I like is just getting out there and watching practice, and then when they do some of the physical drills, we joked about it yesterday with Coach Houston, but every once in a while he'll walk by and say, hey, you guys can stay later than you're supposed to. We're going to do an inside drill today, and it'll be great, great stuff, he says. And it usually is. I mean, it's fun to watch.
Fires up the fans when they can see that stuff, Bailey, and we can get that out to them. And, I agree with everything you said there. How about, and we started the Players Lounge back yesterday. It was great to have all those guys in here, and Ryan Jones, ECU tight end, was one of those guys. And it's pretty crazy to think about. ECU really took a chance on him. He took a chance on himself to change schools, to change sides of the ball, a whole new position. I mean, we kind of took an offensive guy, a tight end, sight unseen, who was playing defense, and now what has he turned into? We'll see this year, but he's on the Mackey watch list. He turned into a major weapon for Holton Ahlers last year, and he returns as the top returning receiver, pass catcher for this Pirate team.
Yeah, I read that the other day, and I had to do a double take. And had to look back, and I thought, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. He was the leading receiver from last year, but yeah, and they expect big things from him. And I think what they've always tried to do is put good weapons around Holton, and I think they've got what they can do if they can get that offense cranked up. And we talk so much about it. We've seen it cranked up before. We've seen some just mind-boggling numbers that offense can put up, and. But it all starts up front, and that's where I think I saw Coach Shankweiler today at Chiefs, and he was fired up and ready to go for that first practice coming up tomorrow. So that offensive line, that's a big key for this squad.
Brian Bailey joining us, season opener against the Wolfpack of NC State. They are picked second in the Atlantic behind Clemson, Bailey, but Devin Leary continuing to get preseason accolades, preseason ACC Offensive Player of the Year. So high hopes for him. They love their O-line and especially their D-line, and they're going to be ranked about as high as they have going into a season since maybe the Mario Williams, the Phillip Rivers days, probably a long time.
Yeah, probably so. And I think that everything you read in the preseason publications is that this is the year that they're primed and ready for. So it's kind of like two engines coming at one another in that first game. And if I'm NC State, they want to get off to a great start. Obviously, coming to Greenville is going to be a difficult assignment for them because the fans be so fired up and not only fired up for North Carolina State, but fired up for East Carolina football. I think that's what they the Pirate coaches have always wanted to come see the product that East Carolina's putting on the field. And plus, I think a lot of people like myself and probably like yourself is just fired up for football in general. So I mean, you put all those variables together, and that's going to be some kind of Saturday.
Well, heck, I'll be at least watching the kickoff Thursday night of the Hall of Fame game just because it's football on TV, Bailey. How about you?
I will too. I've already made plans to roll on it. I hope to get to see Zay Jones do a couple of things early on.
Maybe so. Brian Bailey joining us. And one more note on ECU and NC State. You mentioned that this year is one that Dave Doran has been building towards too, perhaps. And you got the freight trains heading, about to collide. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but it's going to be a lot different than the last two meetings, right? Where ECU was just completely overmanned, wasn't even close. I think at the very least we're going to get a ball game this time.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I don't think there's any comparison of what we've seen. I think back to I called the last game of the Mo era, but the Mo era was already over when that game was played. But basically, that's what it was, and it was they were sad times for Pirate football. It was, you think back and remember that, and I've said this a number of times too, that rarely in my career, I think it's the only time in my career, has one coaching candidate surfaced to the top. And the administration agreed, the fans agreed, the media agreed. Everybody was calling for Mike Houston to come to Greenville, and Mike Houston came to Greenville. And now it's year 4.
Brian Bailey joining us, BB. NFL training camps going on, and this topic always comes up, and this time it came up by a guy who used to have a show right here on Pirate Radio, Newey Scruggs, who works is a TV guy in Dallas, and I guess he asked Jerry Jones about the Jimmy Johnson stuff, and Jerry says that, Jimmy Johnson will go in the Ring of Honor when he's ready. And I feel like this comes up every single year. He just won't ever do it. And it just seems like a couple of petty old guys that still don't like each other. I thought we had come to a resolution. I thought they were buddy-buddy last year, but I guess this is still going on. I don't know if you've seen this.
Yeah, I saw the interview, and it was kind of, it almost, like you said, two old guys in a corner, but it almost was like Jerry's determined that he'll do it when he's daggone ready to do it. And
like if you keep asking him about it, he's not going to do it. That kind of thing,
That's what it sounds like. It's like, y'all leave me alone and I'll do it. I'm not going to do it if it's anybody else's idea.
Right.
It's funny. There are a lot of people in life like that. You probably had a boss. I know you've got a boss. If it's not your idea, it's not a good one. So, I mean, but that's just how some people are. And I think that's what we're seeing with that situation. It's got to happen. I mean, it was a shame when it fell apart, and it was Jimmy Johnson's done such great things since then with the TV stuff that he does and everything. And you're right. Last year it looked like everybody was hugging and everything. Everybody was buddy, but the way that interview was kind of odd.
Yeah, just an ongoing storyline there in Big D. How about the Cowboys in the NFC East? Seems like they're and this happens this offseason when we just talk and talk and talk and talked about it with Brian North, how this ECU State game, how everybody loves State in June, and then July you start to pick East Carolina as an upset pick, and we're still over a month away from the game and we're flip-flopping. But I hear a lot of Eagles talk going on, and it's really, can Jalen Hurts be a solid quarterback, because they've added A.J. Brown, they've got some parts there, and it seems like they're the trendy pick right now. We'll see what the trendy pick is 2 weeks from now, a month from now, but I don't know, starting to hear some Eagles chatter in the NFC East, Bailey.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that too, and part of the reason is because nobody repeats in the NFC East. I mean, how many years has it been since the team repeated as the NFC East champ?
Yeah.
Cowboys lost a receiver yesterday to a broken foot in James Washington, so they're either going to have to pick somebody up, or one of those young guys is going to have to come through, because Gallup's not going to be ready for a couple of weeks to start the year.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it. I'm already doing a slow draft fantasy football, so starting to already pick players and talk about it and get it going. And we'll get going with high school football coming up next Monday. Parker's Barbecue, Big Carolina, 3A, 4A. Name courtesy there of Brian Bailey. And I know one of my favorite days of the year, Brian, it means we're one step closer to football, and it'll be great to get together with all those coaches next week.
Yeah, yesterday was a blast for me, because I got up early and I was at South Central's practice at 8:30 in the morning, and went over to Conley and got their practice, and we were supposed to go live at Rose, and the thunderstorm came up about 4:30, but we were able to get Washington yesterday, Rose, we were able to get New Bern, we were able to get JP2 and Aiden Griffin at North Pitt, and it was just, all these coaches and all these teams deserve to be highlighted this time of year, because they're out there working hard. We're doing a story tonight about the Heat and how teams are trying to handle the Heat. And they've been out there a long time. It's funny. I saw one interview with one of the coaches, and he told us, he said the funny part is because of the North Carolina High School League, we've had shoulder pads and helmets on, in July. Then we start practice, we have to take the shoulder pads off for 2 or 3 days, which makes no sense. But that's how it goes.
We'll talk some JP2 football today. Sean Murphy going to join us coming up right here at 4 o'clock on Pirate Radio. So we've talked to a lot of the area coaches, Bailey, and one thing, and we talked about it with Coach Leip, Todd Leip last week from Aiden Grifton, that you almost hate to even kind of bring it up, but saying the word normal, and we're going to have a fall schedule, and there's practice going on, and it just that we are so far away from where we were a couple of years ago, and it's an awesome thing.
Yeah, and you remember the 2020 year is the year that JP2 and the private schools played during the fall, and then the other schools waited till the spring to play, and it was really something. And it's just it was a crazy thing too, because the teams played in the spring and crowned a state champion. Then they were back at it right after that, getting ready for the next year.
And I was talking to Will Bland. It didn't hit me at the time. They played 16 games in the fall, I believe, Bailey, between regular season and their playoff run. And how many did they play in the spring? I know it was a shortened season, but they ended up playing more than 24, whatever games last year in the calendar year, right?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And it was just, you don't know what it takes, what kind of toll it takes on some of the student athletes. But, yeah, it was a crazy time, and hopefully we're back to normal.
Yes, sir. Double B, Brian Bailey joining us following the trade deadline, Bailey, and the Juan Soto deal. How about Mackenzie Gore being a part of that deal? And
yeah,
what a business baseball is, right? They're probably telling him, you're the future, you're the guy. We're going to call you up. You're playing like a rookie of the year. You get hurt, and then you get traded. I mean, that's life, when you're a pro athlete.
And there was some talk that Alec Burleson, and he still needs to go somewhere because he deserves a shot somewhere. And if the St. Louis outfield is so crowded, they got to get him somewhere where they can get something for him, and he can help some other team. I was hoping that he'd be involved in the Juan Soto deal and maybe go to the Nationals, but that didn't work out there. But and the money of Austin Riley with the big contract yesterday. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, Braves should be good for most of the rest of my life, so I am excited about that. BB, good stuff.
You're going to live, bud.
What's that?
Day to day. You're day to day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're at least going to be good till next week, and I might not be here after next. So
Exactly. Forever.
What else we got going on, Bailey? What are you following this week at WNCT?
Well, we're keeping an eye on Wilson and Morehead City. Morehead City won the first game of that East Division Championship 3-1 last night. Keeping an eye on that. We're keeping an eye high school football. We're keeping an eye as Pitt County gets set to play in the Little League Softball World Series next week. I think this week we can have access to the team, and then next week all bets are off when Little League takes over. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. The Little League World Series starts on Tuesday. So that'll be a big deal next week. I think on Monday they've got something at the Town Common, which will be kind of cool for our area. And and ESPN's cameras will be rolling for the entire week. And the early games are on ESPN Plus, but hopefully the Pitt County ladies can make it to late in the tournament and get some national coverage. That'd be awesome for them and for the city of Greenville and everything. So looking forward to that. High school football, of course, starts August the 19th. That's the season debut of Touchdown Friday. So we're fired up for that. We got some new graphics, new look for that. So it should be a great month of August.
Yes, sir. August is an awesome month. We'll talk Little League Softball World Series coming up Wednesday on the show with Scott Rogers. So get some details out on that thing. All right, BB, thanks for joining us, man. And we will see you next week at Parker's and hear from you next week on the Brian Bailey Show. And in 2 weeks, you still got Mike Oresco planned?
That's the plan. Yeah, we're going to double check on that. But last we heard, Mike Oresco will join us on the, I guess that's the 15th, if my numbers are right. So that'd be good. We'll be on Tuesday next week because we will be at Parker's with you guys for the Big Carolina 3A, 4A conference luncheon and their preseason poll and that kind of thing. But we'll be on Tuesday for the Brian Bailey Show at noon.
Good stuff. Thanks for joining us, BB.
Hi, man. Take care.
Brian Bailey joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Let's take a timeout, come back. We'll wrap up hour number 1. Sean Murphy going to join us at 4 o'clock, head coach at JP2, John Paul II Catholic High School, to talk about their football season, which they will begin a week earlier than the public schools. So they got a game coming up Friday, August the 12th. So they are making their final preparations here. We'll talk about that and more with Coach Murphy in hour 2 of today's show. We'll take a timeout, come back, more Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
This isn't your regular cola, so this isn't your regular cola ad. No beach parties or family barbecues here, just Nitro Pepsi, the first cola ever infused with nitrogen. So forget everything you thought you knew about soda, because that nitrogen gives us a whole new experience. Think an infusion of smaller bubbles for a cola that's got a lighter, smoother texture. And don't get me started on the pour. You don't pour this like any other cola. We're talking turn the can completely upside down and watch as those bubbles cascade into the glass to create a frothy, luxurious foam topping. Can your cola do that? I didn't think so. Unless you've got your own Nitro Pepsi, in which case cheers to your great taste. Because you already know that the only thing better than the pour is the unapologetic cola taste. What else is there to say? From the creamy foam to the smooth texture to its unbelievably delicious flavor, this is cola like you've never had it before. Time to bring your taste buds to the next frontier. Nitro Pepsi. Smooth, creamy, delicious.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Midsummer's Dream event. Beautiful furniture at unbelievable low prices. Store-wide savings on beautiful looks for your home. Bonus savings of 25% off accessories, plus 6 months special financing. We have hundreds of top name brands in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Enjoy sweet dreams on a new mattress with 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase during the Midsummer's Dream event. On now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party presented by Bud Light on Thursday, September 1st is approaching fast. The tickets are on sale right now for only $10. 100% of the ticket sales will be donated to these 4 local charities: Sportworks Ministries, Riley's Army, Daughters for Dads, Heather Ann Pertee Scholarship Fund at the ECU School of Nursing. Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party will feature entertainment by America's favorite 1980s tribute band, The Breakfast Club, plus the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales will be on site for photo opportunities. The place to be to kick off football season is at the State Theater in downtown Greenville for the best party of the year. Go to pr927fm.com right now to get your tickets before they sell out. We'll see you on Thursday, September 1st. Now let's head back in to PR927.
Ruh-roh.
Here's Clip.
Hey, Charlie.
What's up?
I don't think I'm going to the party this year unless there is a horse involved.
Well,
you're in luck.
Well,
there's a horse involved this year.
Yes, all right, I'll be there.
Hey, we're going to have a horse. We're going to have a Clydesdale at the Pirate Radio kickoff party. So
I'm just debating if I want to go in the proper decade attire or if I just want to just do something regular.
Yeah, I'm still
like
thinking
I'm going back and forth. Like I totally want, because as everybody knows, the 80s is my wheelhouse. So I'm debating on what I should do.
Yeah, decisions. All right, Shirley, you've got some important information. The Ocho is returning.
Yes.
And I saw that there are going to be live events. Is it Rock Hill, South Carolina? Is that right? Do you have that information?
Let's see. Let me back up here.
Because they always have recorded events, but I read this year they're actually going to have like live events going on. But anyway, you saw some of the games that are going to be played here.
Yes. Okay. So according to this, ESPN2 will turn into the Ocho for a 24-hour period that starts on Friday. And you're right. There is a live American Cornhole League Super Hole 3 event that will be taking place at the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center.
Okay.
So that is
the epicenter of sports.
And it's the Super Hole event. It pairs a celebrity with a pro for the competition. So here are the celebrities.
Oh, I bet they got some big names for that.
Oh, listen to this: Jay Cutler.
Wow.
Doug Flutie.
Wow. Okay.
Mike. The Situation.
No.
Sorrentino
from Jersey Shore.
From Jersey Shore. Dawn Staley.
Sitch.
And ESPN's very own Marty Smith.
Okay.
That's among some of the.
That's a good group.
That's a good group.
This might sound crazy to say after hearing those names. Those are bigger names than I was anticipating.
That's a really good bunch.
Yeah. So that will be taking place on Friday night the quarterfinals will air at 4:00 on Friday afternoon. So you can actually watch it on while we're on the air Friday afternoon. And then the finals air at 8 p.m. that night.
Do you remember the year this happened and Morgan Ehlers was live in studio and we were watching and distracted by the mullet contest the entire show?
Yes,
and we
I
couldn't
do remember
focus
that.
on anything?
Yes.
So that has happened to us before during the Ocho.
Okay, so can I just name a couple,
Yeah, run
and then
down.
we'll save some for Bryce coming up later this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll see what event he thinks he could be good at.
Okay, so to kick things off at exactly midnight, it will be the 2022 Corgi races at Emerald Downs. Now, the only Corgis I know are dogs.
Those are dogs, I guess, yeah.
So is that a dog race?
Sounds like it is.
Okay.
At a dog track.
This is a sport that I actually picked up maybe about 2-3 years ago. I play it a lot.
Okay, Troy D.
Well, I don't play it all the time. I only play it when I'm at camp.
People might not know.
But the USA Pickleball National Championships.
Sounds like it's right up Troy's alley, actually. Pickleball, all right.
Yeah. At 3 a.m., the 2022 Noblesville Bed Races.
It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. I'm watching the Ocho.
At 6 a.m., the World Table Hockey Championships.
I'll get up for that. Is that air hockey?
I would have to, yeah,
I hadn't played air hockey in a long time. We need an air hockey table here.
Now this one, Turf Wars Kickball Invitational.
That'll be fun.
That should be fun to watch. The AWA Wiffle Ball at the Ocho.
Oh, now Shirley, people may not know. I played in the North Carolina State Wiffle Ball Tournament years ago in Kenly, North Carolina. And the Water Moccasins made it to day 2, but we lost out.
Just so you know, excuse me. I don't know if the table hockey and air hockey are the same thing because they're re-airing the World Air Hockey Championships from last year.
Could be 2 different things.
Yeah, it could be 2 different things. So let me scroll down a little bit. This one I like, the Dodgeball All-Star Showcase.
All right.
The Slippery Stairs at the Ocho. And one I think you and I could probably do and be really, really good at, Clip.
Must not be a lot of physical activity.
At 9 p.m., the U.S. Air Guitar All-Star Air-Off. This is my wheelhouse
that's
all
pretty
day
good.
long.
Do they have an air freestyle contest?
I was just
Chandler could win that one.
I would win it.
I don't know.
By a landslide.
We should create that event just to have Chandler win it against people.
Okay, now the last 2 events on
Can
the
you give us a
Ocho,
little
I'm a little, at 10:30, they'll have the World Chase Tag in London, I guess. And then at 11:30, I'm a little concerned about this. All it says is Death Diving, Austin.
Okay. There, a lot of great events there.
Now, there's some other ones that I left out intentionally because I want you to bring those up to Bryce later. So
in hour 3, we'll let Bryce pick what he would be best at. We'll run down the list again, so we'll talk about it when Bryce Williams joins us.
Yeah, but
all right, that's this Friday.
This Friday, beginning at midnight.
We'll be watching Jay Cutler and the Sitch do battle live on Pirate Radio Friday at 4 o'clock. Looking forward to it.
That should be interesting.
All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. When we return, we'll talk to the head football coach at JP2, John Paul II Catholic High School. Sean Murphy will join us to talk about their team getting ready for another year of high school football. We'll do that when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are growing, so is our service department. We're adding more space to provide a faster, more affordable service for you. Come sit down with our team and let us customize your next Jeep or truck. Have the freedom to pick out your own lift, wheels, and tires and more. Drive a little, save a lot when it comes to customizing your next vehicle. We're at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located off 264 West in Washington, North Carolina, and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Warren's now has 2 locations, in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Stop in today for hot dogs, pizza, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity featuring homemade cheese, ham and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. They thank you for your continued support and trust during these trying times. Many services can be done remotely and free pickup and delivery is available. As a Dell business partner and Apple authorized service provider, you can count on University PC Care for all your personal and business tech support needs. To make a remote appointment or to bring in your device for service at their Greenville or New Bern locations, call 558-1280 or go online at universitypccare.com.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by First Bank. Together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Visit the First Bank location on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville for all your personal and business banking needs. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. From Sales to Service, Greenville Auto World has all of your vehicle needs covered. You can shop all of their inventory now at greenvilleautoworld.net. If you're also looking for someone to service your vehicle, they have a full service and repair facility. They do brakes, oil changes, tires, inspections, and repair any kind of vehicle. Greenville Auto World across from Speedway at Bells Fork and online at greenvilleautoworld.net. Thanks to Tim Sutton and Jim Rogers for their sponsorship of the program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. We'll continue to get you ready for the upcoming area high school football season, which is quickly approaching. Today, we will talk some JP2 football, John Paul II Catholic football, with Sean Murphy, the head coach, the only head coach of that program. And, Coach, you're heading into year 4. You said, I believe we had you on when you first got there and started putting this program together, so it's great to get you back. But first of all, how you doing? It's good to see you.
It's great to be here. I appreciate it. It's a great opportunity to be able to talk about our team and our program, and it's I can remember being here a couple of years ago when we were just getting it started, so yeah, it's cool to be back.
Can you even put into words like the difference today from when we chatted back then and how much has changed since then?
Well, I think we chatted back then. I didn't even know if we had, how many kids we were going to have. I didn't know if we were actually going to have a team. We had some interest in the school. And I think we had about 18 to 20 kids. Now, starting year 4, we've got 45. And we've got a pretty experienced group. And we've actually been pretty good the last 2 years. We played in the state championship. Now, it's for 8-man, but we've gotten there. And, we're hoping that the third year, is the year for us to take that next step.
As far as freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, what does it look like there with the numbers on your team, and how's that improved?
We've got a really big freshman class and a big senior class. Sophomores and juniors not as big. It's just it varies year to year. We want to. I guess the goal would be to average about 10 to 15 kids per class every year, and as we grow as a school, we're getting closer to that. I mean, I think our first year when I started, we had about 70 students, and now we're approaching 250. So we've grown quite a bit in the last couple of years.
For folks that haven't seen it, what's the difference? And there's plenty of them, and at the end of the day, it is still football, but the biggest differences you'll see if you watch an 11-on-11 versus 8-man football.
8-man is you got to be, well, obviously it's three fewer players, so take out probably the tackles and maybe a tight end. And then on defense, probably take out like a defensive lineman, a linebacker, and a defensive back. So obviously it's fewer players, fast pace, a lot of high-scoring games. So it's not unusual for a football game to be in the 40s or 50s. So if you're a defensive coach, it's not a lot of fun. But if you're an offensive coach, it's a lot of fun.
So if you're, go ahead, Chandler.
Can you choose what positions are not on the field, or is it?
It's up to everybody, different coach. So for example, for us, we run the football. So if you saw a traditional I set, 2 tackles, 2 guards, a center, quarterback, fullback, tailback, that's what we run. And we look like something out of the 1920s. So if we had leather helmets, we would, you would notice or recognize who we are because we run the football so much. But yeah, you can definitely, it's up to each coach. Some will be in a spread set with 1 tailback, quarterback, 3 or 4 receivers. So it varies.
That's interesting. So if you give up 28, 31 points on a Friday night, you're feeling pretty good about your effort?
You're feeling good. You know what's really crazy? We go into it most games thinking, we've got to hold our opponent 28 to 35 points, and we feel like we've got a legitimate chance. Now, we're also playing 11-man as well. So it's crazy. We're probably the only team in the state that's playing 4 11-man games and 6 8-man games.
Wow.
So that's kind of crazy because we're going, I think our first 3 games are 11-man, and then in mid-season we go from 8-man back to 11, back to 8. So It's
so the conference games are what?
All 8-man games.
Okay.
Yep. And then our out of conference are more 11 because we're hoping to transition. The goal is either next year or the following year to transition fully to 11-man because as our numbers grow, it just makes more sense.
Talking to Sean Murphy today, so that's interesting. I was going to ask you how you prepare each week for these teams that could throw all these different formations at you in 8-man football, but I guess my new question is, how difficult is it to go from 11 to 8 back to 11? Is it, how challenging is that for you guys?
It's, it's pretty challenging. Here's an interesting story. Last year, we were supposed to play St. David's out of Raleigh in an 8-man conference game. I think they had a COVID issue, so we had to cancel the game, and that was actually on a Thursday morning. We wound up picking up that afternoon Hobden, which is a 1A public school, an 11-man game. So we had a day to prepare. Literally, and we actually really, I think we lost 49-43 in a kind of a shootout. But our kids, they do a pretty good job, going from 11-man to 8-man, and I think our coaches have done a pretty good job making our schemes pretty simple so they can move from one to the other.
Who are some of the guys you're excited about getting on the field this year? Who are your key guys?
We've got a couple. We've got Ryan Rosebro. Ryan is here. This is kind of crazy. He's a 6'1.5", 320-pound tailback.
Wow.
So
that's
Ryan,
a load.
Yeah. So Ryan.
No wonder you guys run the ball.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, exactly. Ryan rushed for 2,200 yards last year and 30 touchdowns, and he's got 4 or 5 Division II offers, and he's got a couple D1s that are on him. Georgia State is very, I thought they were going to offer by now, and they haven't. I know ECU's been in the mix as far as a defensive lineman. We've got Joey Kester, who's a rising senior. Joey's 6'3.5", 290. He plays tackle for us and just committed to a small college to play football next year. We've got Zay Lang, who's also a 4-year returning starter at the safety spot. Kevion Moore is our top linebacker, and again another running back. So we've got everybody coming back on offense, and we've got to replace 2 on defense.
You've been here just as long as Mike Houston has. What's your relationship like with him and the coaching staff at East Carolina when it comes to recruiting?
You know what? I've really developed a pretty good relationship with Coach Kirkpatrick and Coach Shank, the offensive line
Steve
coach.
Shank, wow.
Yeah, and Coach Houston starting to. We haven't had in the past a whole lot of guys that were probably ready to play on that level, and I think this year's the first time that we've had 2 kids that they've showed some interest in. And Ryan, I'm pretty high on just based on how he's done at some of the camps and some of the feedback I've got from the coaches. And ECU's been over to our school several times to meet with me or evaluate our kids. So it's been great.
That's great to hear, and I'm sure you want even more attention on your guys and what you're doing. Do you find that it is lacking, in the 8-man department when it comes to schools, or is there a lot of attention on your guys?
I think a lot of it is, 8-man's not huge in our state, so everybody, looks at it, well, is it real football? It's really funny because I talked when I first started a lot of the coaches in the Midwest, and 8-man is huge out there, and a lot of the colleges in the Midwest will have a recruiter who focuses just on the 8-man teams. So like Nebraska, Oklahoma, Iowa. So there's a lot of kids that wind up playing at the highest level that are 8-man kids. So, with us, that's why we've also, tried to play a little more 11-man. So coaches can evaluate our kids on film playing 11-man football.
I'll give some credit to Brian Bailey with Touchdown Friday and the other area TV guys, because if not for them showing Parrott Academy highlights while I was, growing up around here, I would not know what 8-man football was.
Yeah.
So I still feel like it's kind of a hidden gem that a lot of people just aren't aware of.
It is, and you know what? As for the smaller schools, to me, I don't know why more don't play it, because if you've only got 20, 25 kids on your roster, it's crazy not to play 8-man.
Yeah.
To play 11-man, that's hard. And, a couple injuries and you're out. So, you think of some of the small schools in eastern North Carolina and the western part of the state, it makes sense. And it's growing. It's growing all over the country. I think there's 1,400 8-man football teams or 8-man high schools in the country. So, and you know what? What I've found is you got to be pretty athletic to play, because a lot of the kids go both ways. It's more of a speed game. So there are lots of benefits.
Yeah, I was going to say, with your numbers in the 40s now, how many are your guys are going both ways? Are you able to split it up now?
Not many. The only guy we're probably going to try to get a little work going both ways is Ryan Rosebro, because he's being recruited as a defensive lineman, and we just want to get some more film on him out there to the colleges.
That's good stuff. John Paul, the Second Catholic High School head coach Sean Murphy, joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios, and awesome facilities out there. And how's local support and all that going? What's a Friday night like out there?
It's been great. Obviously we've got the only facility, I think, in Eastern North Carolina as far as high school that has a turf field. So we don't really have to worry about rainouts, field conditions. I mean, as long as we're not getting lightning, we're playing. We get good support. Usually it's pretty packed. We've got the cheerleaders. We're going to have a pep band. The student body comes out. So it's what you think of a good Friday night event. And, I think any of the media that's been out there that's watched us has been pretty impressed with what they see.
Awesome stuff. And you guys will start a week earlier than the public schools. So we're kind of getting near go time here, right, Coach? Let's see, August the 12th, 6 o'clock. You play your first game coming up against North Raleigh Christian Academy.
Well, that's actually a scrimmage, so we're starting like everybody else.
Okay.
19.
You got your okay, good deal.
All right. That's going to be and it's an 11-man scrimmage with North Raleigh Christian and Warren County High School.
So, do you guys get together at the jamborees and things like that? Are you able to do other scrimmages this offseason?
Yep. So we've during the summer we did 7-on-7. So we played in the. It was the East Carolina event, and there was probably
Beast of the East.
The Beast of the East, yeah. And then we've done something with Parrott, Green Central, North Lenoir. So we've done some things during the summer with a lot of the public schools, and we're playing a couple public schools. We're playing Northwest Halifax and Beargrass Charter this year on 11-man football. So we're doing more and more with the public schools, and we'd like that to continue.
How are the competition level when you go play those public schools 11-on-11 compared to, say, your 8-on-8 in conference? How do you guys stack up with those teams?
Last year I think we went 2-2.
Okay.
I thought we did pretty well. We could have easily gone 4-0, just a play here or there. I think last year and this year we could match up with the team I've got coming back with most 1A schools. I'm not saying we could play, beat a Tarboro or something, but we could match up with most 1A public schools in the state.
What's your background in football?
I played football at Towson University, which is in Maryland, and they played the Pirates a couple of years ago. And then I coached 8 years on the college level, and then I've been at a Catholic high schools for over 25 years. So I was at a big Catholic high school up in Baltimore, and my wife's a professor down here, and that brought us down here, and we've really fell in love with the community. We've become big Pirate fans, so it's been a great 6 years in Greenville.
Did you like the idea, the challenge of building something from scratch?
Yeah, that was an awesome. That was something that really was exciting about taking the job at JP2, was to kind of take this thing and start from scratch. It's like you got a blob of clay, and you sort of mold it in the way you want to, and it's been a lot of fun. And we've been fortunate because our kids are, it's really, it's funny because when we're done with practice each day, I talk with our coach. I mean, our kids are just awesome kids. I mean, it's nowadays, sometimes you get kids that are a little tougher to work with. I tell our kids to do something, it's yes sir, no sir. It's so that makes it fun.
Makes it easier.
Makes it a lot easier.
Tell us about your coaching staff.
I've got 5 on our staff. I've got one in the building, Tom Dorsey. Tom's been with me from the beginning. Tom handles our offensive line. Tom has been a public school teacher for many years before he came over to JP2. Brad Matthews is my defense coordinator. Brad had worked at Wayne Christian and Word of God up in Raleigh. He was the head football coach. Mike Lang is one of my assistants. Wes Heath and Randy Willoughby are all guys. All been with me from the beginning, and have really bought into our school and our program, and helped really build the culture for our football team.
Got a buddy or two that went to Towson, and when I hear Towson and Maryland, I think about lacrosse. Do you guys have lacrosse out there at JP2?
Yeah, we just started lacrosse.
Have they asked you to coach it since you're from there?
You know what? I love the game, but I don't, I'm not the guy to coach it. But, that was one of the things when I started as the athletic director. I wanted to bring lacrosse to to John Paul II, and there's not a whole lot of schools that play lacrosse, especially in the eastern part. But I think our kids have picked up on it, and we're growing the program.
Yeah.
So we're pretty excited about it, and hopefully we'll get to the point where we can start a girls program as well.
So how many sports do you have out there right now?
We've got 19. So when I started, we had 7. So we've grown quite a bit. And those 7 sports that we had, not all the rosters were full. So it was, you'd play a game, and if we had a couple injuries, we might have to cancel. So now we've actually got enough kids where we're starting several JV programs. So the school is really growing, and we're building a new academic building that can get us up to near 400 students.
I host sports trivia at AJ McMurphy's every Wednesday, and there's a parent that is out there, and I remember during basketball season, she'd have like her phone or laptop open and watching basketball, JP2 basketball live on her phone or laptop. So that's great that you're able to. Do you offer that for football and?
We do. Sports? So we have our marketing and admissions person, Doug Smith, who had worked at ECU for some time. Doug does a lot with the live streaming, and he is outstanding when it comes to technology, all that, and he live streams most of our sports, and you'd be surprised the number of people that are actually watching these games from, if we've got parents that live out of state or picking it up. So it's been a great, when I say recruiting and marketing tool for our school.
That's great. Well, Coach, people want to come out and see you this fall. What do they need to know about this team and all the details on it?
Well, I think this year we've got like I said, a senior-laden team, lots of experience. You're not going to see a whole lot of passes. So if you like throwing the ball, we're not probably the team to watch, but we run the football, and we run the football really well. Defensively, kind of fast and physical. Great atmosphere. Our games are all at 7 o'clock at night. I think it's $6 for admissions. We have Bagel Man, so we get the Bagel Man food over there. So I think if you ask the officials and a lot of our fans, they'll tell you we have some of the best food at our games before and at halftime. So we think we have a really good high school football atmosphere.
Got some people chiming in on Facebook. John Moody says, heck yeah, it's real football. He played 8-man football at Hobgood Academy back in the day. Mike is a lacrosse guy. He says if you're struggling to find sports and need a fix until football returns, the PRL is on ESPN every weekend, Pro Lacrosse League. So he says it's a great, fantastic game to watch. So good stuff out there for the folks. Coach, what are these practices like for you? Do you have the same mandates as the public schools? Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go the first couple days just T-shirts, shorts, and helmets. Then we'll go 3 days with shoulder pads, and then we transition to full gear. And usually by the 8th day, we're starting to hit. We try to, these next 7 days, a lot of teaching, a lot of conditioning, although we've been doing it for 2 months now. So the kids are in pretty good shape, but it's really now just, and as I said, we've got a lot of returning starters. So it's really just working a lot with the new kids, trying to teach them sort of our offense, our defense, the basics, and fine-tuning our upperclassmen.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck, and we'll catch up with you during the season, talk more to you. But good luck this season. Been fun chatting with you, and can't wait to follow some JP2 football this year.
Yeah, that's great, guys. I really appreciate it. I know our school does, and hope you guys can cover us, throughout the school year.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Coach. Sean Murphy joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back. Ellerbe will join us. Talk more Pirate football and what else is going on in the world of sports. A lot more to go on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For 2 years in a row, we've been voted #1 in Greenville, so we're super thankful. For 2022, we've decided to make it the year of the customer. We're taking more COVID health safety protocols with some personal test drives where, you don't have the salesperson riding along with the customer. It actually makes them a little bit more comfortable, and they can take a drive and kind of go where they want to go and drive it how they want to drive it.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey, O's fans, get to Oriole Park early on Friday, August 5th at 7:05 when the first 20,000 fans 15 and over will receive a Cedric Mullins 30-30 Club bobblehead presented by Masson. Celebrate Cedric Mullins' historic 2021 season when he became the first player in Orioles history to join the 30-30 Club with 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases. Tickets start as low as $15. What better way to cheer on the Silver Slugger than at the ballpark that forever changed baseball? Buy tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
At Parker's Barbecue, our family has been serving your family for 3 generations.
For that, we say thank you. Blessing families every Thursday. Kids eat free all day. That's the Parker's way.
Legendary food served from our 3 locations. Always quick, always delicious. That's the Parker's way.
At Parker's, our mission is to impact our customers through Christ-like service in a way that feeds them both physically and spiritually. That is the Parker's way.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
We all love using Uber Eats, DoorDash, and grocery pickup. It makes life so much easier. Well, now there is cellular delivery, and the team at Cellular Warehouse has perfected the process. They will deliver your new phone right to your door with all your information loaded on the new phone. And the best thing is there is no charge for this awesome service. And you don't have to waste half the day sitting in a Cellular store. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team of experts make your cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
Do you want to feel healthier and have more energy? The secret is all in what you eat. At Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we have certified dietitians to provide you with accurate advice on the eating plan and the lifestyle choices that you need to make to help you live well. You need more than just an internet search to be able to get a plan that fits your unique needs. Your dietitian will customize an eating plan that is specific to your goals, your budget, and your lifestyle, while providing coaching along the way so you can live well. Sign up today at kptonline.com.
Pirate Radio.
And you write that down, because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it!
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by First Bank. Together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Visit the First Bank location on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville for all your personal and business banking needs. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? We'll keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Cliff.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Been a lot of fun hearing from all the area high school coaches. Talked to Sean Murphy a moment ago from JP2, educating myself and you on 8-man football. They also play 11-man football, so kind of a unique deal there. As I was telling him, I would be unaware of 8-man football if not for the area TV shows, Touchdown Friday, The Blitz, The End Zone, showing Parrot highlights growing up. Ellerbe, as a Triangle kid, were you familiar with 8-man football?
No, I just grew up watching terrible Broughton High School football in the Raleigh area. We were not very good when I was in high school, so never really knew much about 8-man football. But I did once. I've obviously lived in Eastern North Carolina longer than I have lived in the Triangle, and have watched Touchdown Friday with the Double B, and a little more familiar with it.
So did Tom Suter and Bob Holliday have a show back then?
Tom Suter did. Yeah, he was the original Football Friday.
Football Friday.
I think that. Yeah, I mean, that was like the staple. That was like the original. I mean, obviously before I moved here, I'm sure Brian Bailey's been doing it for 600 years. But Tom Suter, the Football Friday thing used to be big because they would sometimes land the helicopter. And, the ones I really remember was when Anthony Barber played for Garner, and they had that magical run, I think in like 87 or 89. It was kind of a miracle team, but that it was a big deal because that was the only way. And, the News and Observer was real big back in those days, too, of getting high school scores and stuff. Obviously, no internet, social media. So certainly that Football Friday show was more of appointment television if you wanted to see the highlights. I remember in high school, I didn't play football in high school. We'd go over to a friend's house that was on the team on Friday nights, and we would have pizzas and watch that show to see if anybody got on and, saw one of the world famous Broughton turnovers or pick six or something like that. But it was that was the way you would watch high school football and catch up on all the games.
You've always been more of an athletic supporter than athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Even when I played JV baseball, I say play. I was on the team. I sat more on the bench. I was caught. They called me in to pinch run one game when we were playing like at Wilson Fike, and I was having a Pepsi and popcorn. And so I assumed I wasn't going to play.
Yeah.
And so I'd already. It was like one of the rare moments that they had a concession stand open for a JV game, and I thought that was awesome. So I
take advantage of it.
Yeah, I was me and another guy that never played either. We thought that was why not have a little afternoon snack, watch some baseball.
Good deal.
Did nothing better than day baseball clip.
Nothing better.
And when you're a bench warmer, you're on the front row.
Man, Tom Suter was a legend. I remember him more from basketball highlights and Jamburger than I didn't. I guess I didn't watch the football show, but some good old days there.
No, he would highlight like players of the week or something, and we had a girl that played
extra effort award,
and there was a girl that played like 3 or 4 different sports, and he came into the school to interview her and stuff, and I remember thinking like, oh my God, that's Tom Suter.
There's a legend here.
Like, there's Tom Suter. Very tall man, by the way. Very lanky.
Good deal.
Bob Holliday, a tall guy too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a fan of Bob.
Yeah,
back then. All right, there's your WRAL throwback segment here on PRL.
The Sky 5. That was a big deal when you saw Sky 5. It was it was kind of like the Batcopter in Raleigh.
My dad tells me about the days of Bob DeBartoladen.
Oh yeah, the weatherman.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
I like to say his name.
What is it?
Bob DeBartoladen.
I like to hear you say his name.
Bob DeBartoladen.
Yeah, it's fun. All right, Ellerbe, great show on Monday as we went back inside the Delcor Players Lounge, and great to talk to those guys, get to know them as people. Had some fun stuff that we talked about there on Monday.
I had a great conversation with a client and friend of the station today talking about Keaton Mitchell. Looking forward to him giving some deuces to people this football season. So I enjoyed those. We're going to serve those up as a podcast in case you missed it. But certainly fun to have those guys. And Miles Berry, what a guy.
Bilingual.
Yeah, Spanish. Very, very impressive young man. So always learn something more. The stuff you learn outside the gridiron is always fascinating when those guys are in studio or on the phone. So lots of good stuff. Look forward to that each and every week on Pirate Radio.
Ellerbe, we are in August, and it is one of my favorite sports months, despite the lack of games itself, but just the anticipation. You've got, Media Day, Pirate Radio, football kickoff party, which actually this year will be September 1st, so that'll creep into September. You got fantasy drafts. You got all kinds. I was trying to think sports months ranked, and I guess September would be number 1 for me, the football kickoff. Followed, I'll give you mine, and then you throw yours out there. I'll go September 1. I'll go March 2. I'll go
Are you ranking all 12, Troy?
No. August is pretty close with October and November to me. And not a big December guy. Washington's usually out of it. The bowls are okay, but so I'll go like September 1, March 2, and then I guess October, August, November. There's my top 5.
Recap them again one more time.
September 1, March 2, October, August, November.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going October 1st.
World Series.
I mean, you got baseball, and you got everybody's should be, for the most part, in the hunt in football.
Everybody's still alive. Yeah,
for
that's
football.
True.
I mean, even if your college team is 0-4 in September, you still have that little.
No. You're 0-4. You're done.
You still, but the crisp air of fall comes in, and you still got a few more tailgates that you want to have with your friends.
Okay, all right.
So, but the NFL is just getting into, like, usually the NFL games on like Sunday, Thursday, and Monday are going to be, the night games is what the primetime games are going to be a little bit better. And then, of course, the World Series. I mean, it's not it's not day baseball during.
But how much do you really care about it?
Baseball.
You really care about the World Series, like in football season?
Honestly, as I've gotten older, the more I enjoy more of the talk of really what we do here than actually watching a full World Series game or a full NFL game. Or I would rank August probably number 2 on my list, just because right now. I mean, that Phil Still magazine, there's nothing better to flip through it. I've enjoyed all the preview interviews you've done with the opposing teams. It's just there's so much anticipation. And then the players coming in yesterday adds a whole nother wrinkle to it. So I think, and then, the story, even no matter where you stand with it, is interesting on Deshaun Watson. There's just so much buildup, and I think didn't a Cowboys receiver get injured? There's so many things. There's so much storylines right now that's happening in the world of football. Baseball has the trade deadline going on. That's just good clickbait. Good watching the scroll at Tiebreakers today to see about Soto being traded. So I mean, there's October and August. 2 great months.
All right, you're on board with August.
And two other reasons is my kids were born in October, and then I was born in August. So even better to have celebrations around.
Now that's a Troy D answer. If I ever heard it.
So I just want to just recognize myself and my family during those 2 months.
Mike P says basketball starts in October too. Definite number 1 sports month. So you've really got everything kind of coming together.
Basketball definitely overlooked. Does hockey start in October as well? Some sort of practice?
It could. We might have, all kinds of
October could be the most blended sport of the year.
Chandler, what's on your power ranking?
I got to go September. It's my birthday month. And it's obviously the start of football, not just in college football, but the NFL. Hopes are high. I like December because I'm still a big fan of the bowls. I know, with the college football playoff and everything, bowls really don't matter, but I still enjoy the bowl games and stuff like that. I do enjoy the Christmas version of NFL Sundays on Fox and stuff like that.
When they start putting the graphics on the score.
Yeah. So that kind of takes me back in time. So December... I like October because, like Jonathan said, it's kind of like everybody's still in the hunt. Everybody has high hopes still with football, whether that's college football or the National Football League. And then I'm not a big baseball guy, so the World Series I really don't care about. But that's 3.
None of y'all aren't into March? Are you kidding me?
Well, I only named 2
March
months.
is my next one.
Okay.
March with basketball, and then. Definitely not July because then you have that dead period there.
Well, you got the hot dog eating contest.
Massive. I'm getting tired of Joey Chestnut winning every year.
Every year in June, July, we like overhype like this, and I do it too here on the show. I'm like looking at, all right, you got a golf tournament, there's a race, and something like, man, this is an underrated sports weekend we got coming up here. We're just looking for anything we can get, but those summer months stink when it comes to sports.
Yeah, and then August is my last one.
All right, fair enough.
I think we should quit listening to you, Wally.
Yeah, we moved on.
But I wanted to make sure I got all 5 in.
Are you still here?
CJ, anything to add?
No.
Did we miss anything?
No, I just have a clear top 3: October, March, December.
December? Why December?
Well, for me, the Steelers are always still in the hunt in December, so
They're
football's
relevant.
It's still fun to me then.
January is pretty good too because you get college football championship and playoffs.
Right.
And you've got
playoffs,
basketball starting conference play. Probably a pretty good one.
January is a good month because it's cold, it's dark early, and then the NFL games, especially those championship, the first weekend they have the Saturday games at night, that 8 o'clock game. It's always in Pittsburgh or New England, and you see people freezing at the game.
Yeah.
And then the Sunday games get staggered at like 3 and 6.
Yeah.
So you're like you get a big pot of chili on the stove. And,
now you're talking my language, Ellerbe.
and you're watching some NFL football, and it's really doesn't. And the cool thing, you got to give the NFL props why they're the king of America right now, is it doesn't really matter for the majority of fans of who's really playing because they want to lock into those specifically those NFC and AFC championship games.
Why is August maybe even better than September? Well, East Carolina has been outscored in their season opener the last 3 years by a combined 65 points. State, App State, and UCF have outscored East Carolina by 65. So far, the last 3 years, the anticipation has been better than actually getting there. What will happen this year in the opener, we'll see. But, you always go into a season with undefeated dreams and everything. Those have been quickly erased the last 3 years.
I think, though, you have to understand where East Carolina's been the last 3 seasons. Particularly, I don't think anybody really Mike Houston's had to build this thing. I think this year is it's a tough opponent to open up week 1. And I think East Carolina fans feel the best they've ever felt about their program and about an opportunity to walk away 1-0 after September 3rd.
That streak, when is the last time East Carolina won a season opener, Ellerbe?
Man,
I got to look it up because it hasn't been in the last 5 years.
It had to been in Western Carolina.
Doesn't it say on the bottom though over there, Phil Still magazine? They got it over there.
Here?
Yeah, not in the last 5 years.
No, there's L's across the board.
I want to say Western Carolina, Scotty Montgomery's first year.
That would probably be right.
So that would be 16.
Yep.
Because in 17 they lost to Madison. Yeah, so they lost 5 straight season openers. Got to reverse the curse there.
Got to flip the script.
2 of those back-to-back FCS opponents.
That was brutal.
With A&T and James Madison.
And they made a meme out of it.
And I just saw it today. It said Austin Riley, after signing his contract, that meme still lives and will live forever. Speaking of internet memes, FanDuel used a Parker Bunch video last night.
Are you serious?
That said Aaron Judge when... Every time Aaron Judge goes up to bat, and it was the video that Nolan Knight got of Parker Bunch.
Just hitting dingers.
I just hear him hit dingers.
Just here to hit dingers.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
So he's living on through the internet.
Yeah. Luckily, the A&T meme, you can't... Only East Carolina fans know that's
right.
Really it. There's nothing in the background. It's pretty... bleached out or whited out that you can't see any kind of logo or anything of where it is. Thank goodness that didn't happen on the field, in our stadium somewhere. So that's the only blessing in disguise for that.
The saving grace there. This opener, I talked about it with Bailey earlier, is going to look a lot different than the last 2 meetings between the Pirates and the Pack.
And it's going to be tough, but hey, look, I like East Carolina's chances to fight it out with the Wolfpack. They're going to have to play a really good game, and I think every NC State fan I has is very nervous about this game. They're like, oh boy, we're overhyped. They're running the worst case scenario. They're thinking that NC State's going to NC State it, and I'm hoping that's the case as well.
We will see the polls come out here later on in the month, Ellerbe, and see what number beside. Yeah, they're going to have a number beside their name.
Yes, absolutely. I hope it's a high number. And, East Carolina is on ESPN that day. A lot of people, I don't know if they've really dialed into that, but College Game Day, the premier college football show, will be on ESPN, and then that'll lead right into East Carolina, NC State. So it's there's going to be a lot of eyeballs, at least initially, at that game, and hopefully they'll see the purple smoke, the purple haze, a packed Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, and maybe the Pirates can make some noise.
That'll be one of the games. Where is game day going to be? Have they announced that yet?
I wonder if they're going to be at the Shoe, Ohio State, Notre Dame. that weekend. It's a Saturday night game. I believe I have a friend that's an Ohio State fan, and I thought he had mentioned that to me the other day.
I thought Ohio State was playing Oregon the first game.
That's Georgia.
Georgia's playing Oregon. So I think they're going to be, because I don't think Notre Dame has been to the Horseshoe even ever, or many, many years. It's been a long time.
That would make sense. Cincinnati at Arkansas, great game to open the season that Saturday. Oregon, Georgia is at 3:30. Ohio State, Notre Dame, is that a nooner?
It got moved to night.
Okay.
I think it got moved to like a primetime 7 or 8 o'clock kickoff on Saturday night.
Okay, looks like you might be correct on that. So, yeah, that would probably be the best option. Utah at Florida is an interesting matchup.
Urban Meyer Bowl.
7 o'clock on ESPN.
I found the tweet. They're going to Columbus.
They are going to Columbus?
Yeah,
okay.
they'll be there.
And I still haven't found that game.
7:30.
7:30? Okay, thank you, CJ. I was bringing that up because they're going to be there. Herbie's going to be hyping up his Buckeyes, but when they do the picks, they'll probably pick the ECU State game. Sure. I would think.
Absolutely,
it's on their network. It's coming up next. It's going to be a top 20 team.
It's a ranked team, yeah, absolutely.
At least one of them. Which one? And who's going to be the celebrity? Who's an Ohio celebrity? A famous alum from Ohio State. Somebody on that panel is going to pick the Pirates. It might be Corso.
LeBron James is an honorary Buckeye.
It might be LeBron. No, he'll pick all favorites. He's a front runner. But somebody is going to pick the Pirates, Ellerbe.
I'll put the money on Desmond.
Okay.
I'll take Desmond to take the Pirates.
Desmond Howard.
Is Corso back for another year?
They keep trotting him out there, man.
Bless him.
I know. Speaking of memes, did you see the one floating around of him this week?
Yes, I did.
The little kid.
Yeah.
He called a kid a midget.
Not so fast, midget.
Yeah.
and everybody just he just does whatever he wants to at this point. You reach a certain age, right?
He does. I think he's been doing that for a long time, but now,
yeah, right.
But now he does. Couple good programming tips for people out there. If you haven't watched the ESPN Derek Jeter,
yeah,
you don't like it?
I don't.
I've watched the 4 episodes. I thought it was fabulous.
I don't like him. I enjoyed.
But I don't think you have to. I think you can respect what he did, and look, whether you like the Yankees or not, I think you can appreciate kind of the way they did things, and they were just such a dominant team in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's another reason I don't like it, because there's 2 Braves World Series.
Yeah, there's a couple heartbreakers by the Braves,
including that first one.
Yeah,
where the Braves are up 2-0.
Yes,
at home for Game 3. Jim Leyritz, of all people, hits a bomb, and those were some bad childhood memories.
Yeah, that brought up a lot. I'd forgotten about the sequence of a lot of the things that happened during that time. But,
Andrew Jones is like 18 years old.
Yes.
Hit 2 home runs in Game 1. It was awesome.
Yeah, so that is a really good series you need to check out on ESPN Plus. But another one I checked out today, had a chance to go make a trip over to Beaufort County, and I listened to a podcast called Crime Time.
Oh, yeah.
With Judy and Clip.
Yeah.
And, man, quite an interesting breakdown of a sequence of events. I felt like I was just on a Dateline episode. I was like on the edge of my seat.
Did it keep you captivated?
With The Rock and Tim and Karen.
And you listened well.
And that Judy can identify that, like when people get stabbed, blood doesn't splatter everywhere, apparently. So you guys are Crime Time experts.
You enjoyed that?
I enjoyed that.
All right, we got to do another one.
It's in the Pirate Radio podcast channel. Check out Clip and Judy. They're
thanks, Ellerbe.
Redid a Dateline and it was a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, very interesting case.
When's the next one?
You know what? We've been talking about that, and we'll do it soon.
What were the characteristics of the people that are always on Dateline? They're pretty,
attractive, usually Caucasian. Usually well off.
And have a bubbly personality.
Oh, yeah. They're the nicest person.
Yeah.
Pillar of the community.
Pillar of the community, yes, that's right. So if anybody starts painting you as a pillar of the community, a good-looking person, and you're already Caucasian, look out. You might end up on Dateline.
And I don't think we mentioned this, but crime never happens in that town.
Right.
Every episode says that stuff like this never happens in our town, and it happened. And you're now on Dateline. You don't want to be on Dateline.
And just kind of, I found the fascinating character that ended up being the person that was guilty.
Yeah.
The tattoo.
Yeah.
And just a lot of interesting.
I find that stuff interesting. Like, why do people? It's amazing that we walk the earth with these people who are seemingly normal. You know what I'm saying?
And then, like, all of a sudden, like 30 or 40 minutes in the episode, that this guy had been in prison for like 10 or 12 years.
Yeah.
Tim the Pimp.
Yeah.
He's a pimp.
With his tattoo.
Yes.
Go check it out, folks.
And then that's your wife.
We just told you the whole story.
And that's your wife, like The Rock.
Yeah, that was shocking.
That was a little surprising.
It was. I was very shocked. She likes the bad boy.
The twists and turns of the Crime Time podcast with Clip and Judy.
Thanks, Ellerbe. That's a great endorsement there.
And also tell Judy, too, she has a nice voice. We need to get her down here to voice some commercials.
I thought, did you say that too? Somebody else said that.
Yeah.
She had
I think I said that she has that podcast voice.
A good podcast voice.
Especially like a true crime podcast.
I'm going to get her to be closer to the mic next time. She was a little quiet.
Yeah, she was.
A little field mouse.
And then I think we need to work on getting some sound effects for her, because you could have gotten the dun, dun, dun. Right, and then maybe get a few Keith Morrison drops. And then you did a good Lester Holt, too, when you know.
Coming up.
Yes.
Lester Holt. And this is an old case, and it's been rehashed a million times, but for some reason I just started watching the What About Pam, or the Thing About Pam. Do you know that story?
I don't know.
Okay, that's like a classic Dateline that they turned into a show. Renee Zellweger played Renee Zellweger, I think that's it, plays the main person. But anyway, it's a show that they made from a Dateline episode on NBC, and it's an very interesting case. Chandler, do you need to head over there?
Yeah, I was going to tell you to kind of give me a heads up.
Coming up next.
Heads up.
Coming up. Did Chandler?
I know how to do it.
Sit down. Sit down. Let's let Siege do
ain't
this.
No problem.
All right, take us to break, CJ.
CJ DeBarbaladen.
Ellerbe, thanks for hanging out.
No, it was fun. Thanks for having me. It was a lot of good times.
We'll talk to you next Tuesday. CJ Schaefer going to take us to break.
And Troy D, assistant production.
Troy D's here.
CJ's so comfortable he's taking his shoes off. He thinks this is like a lounge in his house.
I saw the feet kicked up. That was very disturbing.
It's hot in here.
Who let the dogs out?
All right, CJ, do your magic. We'll return. Wrap up hour 2. Bryce Williams on the way, hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. More to go after this.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Your vehicle is a big part of your life. That's why you should trust the team at Greenville Auto World for all your vehicle needs. Greenville Auto World believes in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Visit greenvilleautoworld.net to see their fully stocked inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Need a lift kit, custom rims, or wheels? Greenville Auto World can upgrade your vehicle today. For sales or service, visit Greenville Auto World on Highway 43 in Greenville.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by First Bank. Together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Visit the First Bank location on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville for all your personal and business banking needs. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local, print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is Cliff Brock.
All right, we are just a couple of days away from a football game on television. It is the Hall of Fame game. Don't expect to see a lot of people you recognize. Brian Bailey said he hoped we could see Zay Jones get a rep or two. We do know a couple of Jags that won't be playing on Thursday night. Saw a headline that said no Trevor Lawrence, no Travis Etienne coming up on Thursday. So I doubt we're going to see many, probably no stars, maybe a few familiar faces, but again, it will be football. So let me look at the Jaguars quarterbacks. Let's see who we'll see. Coach, you plan on playing Derek Carr? I'm sorry.
Don't ask me, man. I don't know if you've heard the news, man, but I'm no longer the coach, man, for the Raiders.
It's a real shame. We might.
What, do you live under a rock, man?
C.J. Beathard is the backup. Jake Luton, Kyle Slaughter. He came over from the USFL that just played in the spring. That is a very cool, neat story. So those might be some of the names you see for the Jags coming up on Thursday night Hall of Fame game in Canton. And then next week, we'll get to see our teams on the field for the first time. Saw that Carson Wentz threw back-to-back interceptions yesterday, but it doesn't matter because, like I said, those things don't matter.
I mean, even a touchdown doesn't
matter.
Interception doesn't matter.
Has anything that mattered happened at Panthers camp to you?
I mean, Baker Mayfield threw a 50-yard bomb to Robbie, not Robbie Anderson today.
He's still Robbie to me.
But Robbie, not Robbie, dove for the ball for a touchdown. But guess what? Who cares? Because it doesn't matter.
Do you disagree with me on that? And please feel free to do so. Maybe it does matter.
I think it does get people excited, but it doesn't mean I agree. It doesn't mean jack squat.
I'll tell you something that matters. What's happening at Steelers camp with their quarterbacks? Does that matter, or is it Mitchell Trubisky no matter what happens?
No, it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter because I don't want to talk about it.
Why?
I don't like a single quarterback we have anymore.
Wait, what about Pickett?
I don't care. I'm out on all of them.
Really?
What in the world's wrong with you?
Everything I see, I'm overreacting to what's going on in practice.
Wait,
and
you're
everything
taking
looks
this
awful.
So you're taking it into like serious situations.
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
Yeah, well,
I made it a point the other day, like when we first brought this up. Kenny Pickett, I saw in a post on Twitter. People were making fun of Kenny Pickett because he threw an interception. It doesn't matter.
You got to relax, CJ. It doesn't matter.
You're going to throw interceptions. You're going to throw touchdowns. It doesn't matter.
It's very unfortunate that his last name is Pickett, though.
I agree. I mean, now did the kicker Blewett also go to Pittsburgh, did I make that up?
He went to Pittsburgh, and then wasn't
kicker
he
named Blewett and a QB named Pickett.
Yeah.
I mean, that is very unfortunate. And there's going to be so many jokes. Get those jokes ready. People are still going to have, when Washington has a terrible defensive day, say they had a dust-up. Jack Del Rio had a dust-up. That's not even funny.
Well, first of all, I hope nobody tries to do the Pickett thing, because that's already not funny.
You don't think everybody's going to try that?
And that's ridiculous.
I'm with Chandler. It's not
they're
funny.
Losers.
Of course it's not funny. But I'm going to do it on this show if it makes CJ feel bad.
And I'll join in.
Now I do hope he's a third-string quarterback.
Wait, did I see a headline?
You did.
Not that this matters, but that Mason Rudolph has a chance to be the Steelers starter?
Now, I don't know. I do think that matters. Because you can't just lie.
Where's Duck? Where's Duck when you need him? Mason, why does he... Boy, that doesn't say a lot for what else you got there. No wonder you're upset.
Yeah. Trubisky's the best option.
And then you got your Deontay Johnson is a hold in. This is a new term, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really
like
sure.
He's going to practice and just sitting there.
Yeah, I think he forgot what a holdout's supposed to be.
He's holding in.
He's holding in.
Yeah.
So
he's actually showing up to practice. He's just sitting there.
I
guess kind of trying to stew with the GMs and
Chase
stuff.
Claypool is not the biggest drama queen in the wide receiver room right now. That's bad.
Well, I mean, at this point, you're used to drama queen receivers. You got very spoiled with Hines Ward for 15 years.
Yep.
And now whoever is, it started with Plaxico.
Everything was supposed to be peachy. It's just,
and then also Juju Smith.
Schuster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't he kind of like a drama queen? He was more of like a TikTok.
Antonio Brown was the drama queen.
I wouldn't put him on the like Juju did a lot of TikToks, but I don't really think it ever affected his on-field performance.
Yeah, he was kind of just like a kid, like immature acting kind of, but he wasn't like he didn't do the Antonio Brown stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't, yeah.
I don't know. Dancing on other teams' logos, wouldn't that kind of affect how the opposing team would look at them?
That is so overblown. Who
Bryce
cares?
Williams just walked in, so I believe combining the people in these two studios, every person in here given the chance to dance on the Cowboys logo would do it.
Does that really matter to you, Chandler, if a guy on the other team dances on a Panther head?
No, I'm just bringing up an observation. I'm not saying that's my opinion.
Well, what is your opinion?
I don't give a damn about what happens on the damn field or his TikToks. That's my damn opinion. I don't give a damn.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you.
Chad Moore is not funny. He said, "Can he pick it? Yes, you can."
We are calling that not funny?
Not funny.
Not funny at all.
Survey says...
Ding! Not funny.
I wish Chandler had a logo in here. I would go dance all over it right now. Because he would get
And I wouldn't care.
Yes, you would. You would get so upset about it. Because that's sacred.
I was saying that was what people were saying. That's an argument that people brought up.
So lame. All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Bryce Williams is here. I saw the light. I was baptized.
What else?
By the fire in your touch.
Mm-hmm. What's in your eyes?
The flame?
Oh.
In your eyes. We'll see if Chandler can find that ditty so we can play that when Bryce comes in. We'll talk ECU football, NFL, Pirate Radio Outdoors, maybe play a game or two, and make you a winner. Big Hour 3 on tap. We're back with you after this.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
Hey, Coach Mike Houston, do things change when you get the pads on?
The days that we're in full pads, we'll have some live drills, live competitive team situations. Throughout camp, again, we have an older team, so I've got a lot of stuff throughout camp where you're putting them in game situations and you got something on the line and you let them go at it.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, Wings Over has everything to cure those late night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
This pepperoni was carefully placed by hand by a pizza maker at Papa John's. Just like this one, and that one over there. Ooh, and even these in the crust. Get yourself the new Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza, only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is only $13.99 and is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or do you just have the blahs? Well, maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness offers IV hydration, which can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, and even fix a hangover. Call today to set up an appointment at 350-1805. Locally owned and operated by Samantha Casper, Revive Health and Wellness has a new location and is ready to serve you. Stop by at 2459 Emerald Place in Greenville or go online at revivehealthwellness.org.
It's bow time. Why are Bojangles Chicken Supremes called Supremes? Well, with golden crispy chicken tenderloins this juicy, tender, and full of bold flavor, what else would you call them? Superbs? Nah, that would be weird. Get your Chicken Supremes combo today with a scratch-made biscuit, your choice of fixin', legendary iced tea, and have you heard there's a new sauce in town? Try our new creamy buffalo sauce when you get a Chicken Supremes combo today. It's bow time.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. At Angel Oak, they continue to make customer service a number one priority. A local mortgage advisor is the key to your transaction success. The combination of their local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for every financial situation. For more information, call Talbot Green, Braxton Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. The Pirates are on the practice field on Wednesday. And we'll be out there, pictures, video, and hopefully some conversations to pass along to you on this program and on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you're locked in, YouTube, all of our social medias, because now is the time, if you're not already doing it. Football ramping up. We're excited about that. And we're excited to have former ECU tight end Bryce Williams joining us. Bryce, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Doing great. Chandler's making a face, which makes me think he does not have the intro song. We probably should have talked about this during the commercial break. But you know what? I'm one of those coaches, Bryce, that believes in my guys and feel like I don't have to hold their hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I gave Chandler the benefit of the doubt here that he would find this baby, and it's not happening at the moment. So,
man, oh man.
Here's what I'll do. Y'all just go on with the segment.
Yeah.
And at any moment, as soon as I find it, it's just gonna burst out and randomly. Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
So continue on.
Over under 542.
Oh, under.
Way under.
Fine. All right. We'll see. All right, so Bryce, Pirates reporting to camp. Let's talk about what that means. We talked to the players yesterday in the Delcor Players Lounge. It was funny. There was a mix of excitement, can't wait, and then the next sentence would be, it's going to be hell. So it's like, good news, you're back to football. Bad news, man, it's hot, and y'all are going to be working a lot. So what do you think?
I tell you, I'm having some flashbacks, moving. First, we would move into the dorms. I don't know what their situation is. If they still, I think we were moving in, not Scott, but it's, that was pretty good. It wasn't Scott, was it ACOC? Which one is it that's, do y'all remember the layout? It wasn't.
I never lived on campus.
I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man.
Let's go, baby.
Way to boy, Chandler.
It was in a whole different folder.
Sorry to interrupt you, Bryce.
You're good.
But let me interrupt you again. Chandler, you sent me a video of some jabronis playing this song this weekend. Was it karaoke or a band?
It was a band at the Buck.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of the band.
They didn't sound as good as us. That's all I know.
Hell no.
So anyway.
The only thing I could think of was man, me and Clip need to be here and just infiltrate the stage.
And we just sing that one part and we don't know any of the other words. All right, back to football.
All right, continue on.
Bryce, did you think your dorm? I never lived on campus. I always lived off campus.
It was somewhere on the hill. It was near Scott. It was the older one of the older dorms. But everybody's moving in. You're getting your, all your snacks and hydration, your pillows and just everything. And I got a funny picture of my buddy Stuart, and he's sitting there like thumbs up, like long hair, looking young as crap. And when we were in our rooms, but it was definitely a lot of excitement. It's about to kick off. And obviously it's a good time to, obviously get focused on the season. And then the next morning you have a conditioning test. So then all that fun moving in, and you're like, oh, dang, it's about to get real. But the conditioning test was never that big of a deal for me. I mean, you were tired. A bunch of us guys were handling it pretty good.
Well, here's the difference, Bryce. They have already done their conditioning test. I guess whenever they did that before camp starts. So I found that interesting because usually I always hear about that with the NFL. Like, that's one of the first things they do, the conditioning test. Same in college. But I guess theirs was done previously, so everybody's ready to go day one.
I guess.
Yeah.
Hopefully it wasn't too long and they didn't slack off.
I know. Yeah.
It was like a month ago. You're like, wait a second. But yeah, that was sort of a thing. Like if you didn't pass the condition test, you couldn't practice until you passed it. So obviously we had some guys who would, fail it and all that, and have to redo it. But I mean, it's exciting. I mean, the days are long. It's always like, the mornings, like, you getting the kind out, you're like, daggone, let's get fired up. You got breakfast. The thing I did like the most was like the walkthrough. I mean, we'd have like a 30-minute walkthrough at least before practice, wearing our helmets. And I was like, golly, that was the aggravating part. And then you get through pat and go. You're kind of like, go through motion. But then as obviously practice sort of gets ramped up, you kind of get the juices flowing and everything, back to the competitive part of it. I hated pre-practice stuff. Hated it. But, it's long days, hot, sweaty, but, they accommodate for us good with hydration and, snacks, everything. The hardest thing is when you would obviously have lunch and you go back, then you take a nap and you're like dragging after that. And then when you got to sit there and film study and you dim the lights, you're in these comfy chairs.
It's nice and cool.
And you hear the same voice of the same coach. I don't know, you're just like,
how many times did you nod off?
No, I guess I could say it now.
Yeah.
Obviously, my senior year, I'd sit in the front, and Coach K would be behind me, and I'd be like this right here.
You got it down to a science?
Oh, gosh, because I'd sit in front of them.
Yeah.
So you couldn't tell. And knock on wood, for the most part, by that point, I was pretty 100%. Like, there wasn't really too much to correct. I mean, there's always those little things. But obviously, Coach K would scare the crap out of you and not like just to try and get you. I mean, you'll be sitting there and someone else will do something and he will do that. I mean, he had the loudest yell, like as far as an excitement yell or whatever it would be. For some reason, he always had like a burst of energy.
Yeah.
And you'd have a heart attack. Like, what? Yeah. And
I've been watching the whole time.
Yeah, and you just point. Yep. And there for a while during training camp, training camp, I took a few naps, And then Hardy, he would always sit. How would Hardy sit? Hardy would say I think it would be like Coach K, say in this table, and then like Zay or Quay would be like next, and then Hardy would be up against the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So Coach K had a barrier, Hardy had a barrier. So, I mean, Hardy never even spoke. He just sat there, just like this. I mean, because obviously not much to correct with Hardy either, but it's a great time. I mean, I missed it. It was fun, of course, leading up to leading up to the season and all that. I mean, it's an exciting time.
And it sounds like this is a good time to get one-on-ones going. And Coach Houston brought that up last Friday. The players were talking about it yesterday. Jeremy Lewis said he is one of the biggest trash talkers on the team and really enjoys that part of it, going back and forth. And I guess after a week or two, you're sick of the guys on defense and ready to hit a player against a real team.
It's or you're kind of, you're kind of tired of playing the same old guy, hitting the same head. Like, goodness gracious, because they know what's coming most of the time.
Jeremy Lewis said that yesterday, and he said, especially like day 1 or 2. We know they're not going to throw too many wrinkles in, so we know what they're doing. We're going to crush them.
Oh, yeah.
I remember you bringing that up.
Defense didn't quite get that. Zeke may have a different thought on that, but I think offense, I think we got it most of the time. But it was aggravating as crap every time having to hit sticks, coming across the formation. You're like, golly, he knows what's coming.
I know, yeah.
And, because you can't cut them, so it does get a little old. But no, when we do like 11 on 11, I mean, that's fun. Competitive stuff, one-on-ones. I mean, it's all fun, and of course, it's nice to see different faces, but it honestly, every day it's just as competitive. I mean, and if the coaches think it's not, they'll be sure to correct that.
Yeah, and probably the best. I don't know. Is that the best team bonding you get during the year, like outside of the season?
Yeah, I tell you,
everybody's together.
Yeah, I mean, it is great. You as soon as you bust your butt all morning. You get back film, you have all your, you eat all the meals together. You go to breakfast, everybody goes to lunch, and then, then you have your dinner, everything's winding down. Everybody, I got a funny story, actually, of the bonding thing. But it is, I love camp. You have nothing, I mean, literally there's no concern other than football. I mean, it's strictly football. You're not worried about tests, academics. all you got to do is be on time. I mean, it was a great time. And speaking kind of a routine would be after lunch, and I'll show you the video. After lunch, it was my junior year. Me, Jake, Geary, and who else was sort of in our little like lunch group. After lunch, we'd get an ice cream cone. Eat our ice cream cone, walk into the dorm. Well, then after you eat, you have to relieve yourself. So we'd be in the stall, and there's a video. Jake always had like these Lifesaver mints, and I was sitting there in the video, and he reaches over and goes on my foot. Then he lays my mint and he taps my foot in the middle, number 2, and you hear me laughing. I'll pull it up.
I'm good. You described it good enough for me.
I don't
think
see anything but my feet in Jake's hand. But man, I mean, that was routine. You have an ice cream cone. I mean, it was the best feeling too to, be done with practice. You get in a cold tub. You get to. I mean, you're done for the day. And it is. It's a good time, and I'd go back. I mean, if
I'd go back. All right.
If I could, do it, my cardio might be a little low, but everything else, my neck probably would be real sore.
How many times did you have to take the conditioning test? Could you get it in one try?
Oh,
yeah.
Right now? Running was no problem for me.
All right.
It's good, yeah.
We've got a tight end we're going to watch a lot this year, Bryce, and that's Ryan Jones. And by the way, Mike Houston said, don't forget about Shane Calhoun. Got a couple good tight ends there. Aaron Jorman in that room as well. But Ryan Jones named to the Mackey watch list last week.
There we go.
And one of 54 tight ends named to that list. First Pirate to be included on that list since Bryce Williams in 2015. And you were a midseason candidate for that.
I was a midseason. That's a little sour because I was like, man, I think I would have been able to get even farther into it, but then had the drought of not many touches in the red zone. I won't go any further on that. But so that was kind of a bummer to know, like, mid-season. I'm like, okay, and let's keep this going. And then
so you made probably at least one cut. How many cuts, I wonder, did they make that you?
That I'm not sure.
Yeah. But mid-season, you were probably down to like the top 25 or something.
Yeah, I was getting up. I was getting up there. Supposedly my rankings were like in the top. I know it was top 10, possibly top 5 there for a little bit, and then as the season and obviously if you don't get any touchdowns, that adds some stars there, I guess,
right.
in the polls and that. So.
And winning helps too, and that was a weird year with quarterback shuffle and Ben Kurt out, so just kind of a lot of weird stuff happened that year. But I don't know if we even talk about this enough. Like ECU, Ryan Jones took a chance on himself. ECU took a pretty big leap to bring in a guy that played defense. Remember, like at Oklahoma, he hadn't played offense since high school,
right?
And he comes in and becomes a weapon. He's the leading pass catcher returning to East Carolina this year.
Yeah.
So that move, and I don't know how much of a gamble it was, but right now we can say it's worked out, and I think this year might work out even more. But we got a chance to talk to him yesterday inside the Delcor Players Lounge. He said that obviously he's his number one critic, and he said he had to do a better job getting in the playbook, knowing everything. Now he says, Bryce, and you could probably relate to this, he not only knows his stuff, he knows the receiver. Like, he knows everybody, what everybody's doing.
Oh, yeah, and that helps out a lot. If you know everybody else's assignment, kind of know your rules and things like that definitely help. And it also helps play more freely and stuff, hopefully, which I don't think he will. Obviously, being the whole watch list, you kind of you are concerned, like, all right, how did I play this week? And it's like, is that going to affect me? Dang, I didn't get any targets, this and that. So, I don't think it will, but knowing that he's aware of what he needs to do to obviously have a better season is already a good start for him.
I remember one year I went out to practice and Josh Hawkins had just been named to the Thorpe watch list like midseason. And I told him congratulations, and he was like, oh, I'm on it. And he started like jumping up and down and telling everybody out there. And then he went on to have like 3 straight bad games. And I remember Rick Smith being like, he got the big head after getting on that list. And, like, I know he would have found out, but like I felt personally responsible that I was bringing down Pirate football for a minute there. And, so some guys don't need to be on the list. Some guys need to fight to get on the list,
right?
And not get fat and happy once they get there.
I'm like, it was definitely a cool thing to know that I was being recognized and things like that. But it was far from being complacent.
Bryce Williams joining us. Let's take a break. Chandler, let's open up the booty bag. Go ahead and make somebody a winner here on this Tuesday.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, Shirley Rhodes has left us. She is no longer with us for today. She'll be back tomorrow.
Jeez. Wait a second. What happened there?
Chandler, can you handle the booty bag efforts today? What are we giving away?
Let's see. Let's do what did we do yesterday? Let's do a strip taco lunch to Chico's.
All right, sounds good. How about Chico's on Pirate Radio? It can be yours if you are caller number 8, 317-1250. We're back with more on Pirate Radio Live after this.
If you have family coming over this summer, the last thing you need is sweaty relatives. Guarantee your air conditioning system is ready to keep everybody cool. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Go to DelcorInc.com or call 252-321-8868. Delcor, the service professionals.
America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number one.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Otavola Market Cafe. Otavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Otavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Otavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Otavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Otavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OtavolaMarket.com. Otavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Midsummer Stream event. Beautiful furniture at unbelievable low prices. Store-wide savings on beautiful looks for your home. Bonus savings of 25% off accessories, plus 6 months special financing. We have hundreds of top name brands in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Enjoy sweet dreams on a new mattress with 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase during the Midsummer Stream event. On now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 28 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequip.com to find the location near you. And congratulations to Chad Carwin for winning a shrimp taco lunch. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's. Enjoy your favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Plus ice cold, I don't even know how to say that, crevazes?
Oh, no. Cervezas? Miles Berry is very disappointed in you. Have you never taken Spanish?
Well, I didn't say this with him. Anyway, I wasn't even done.
All
Chico's famous margaritas are always available, too. I know how to say that. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's. Here's Clip Ross.
Cerveza? You're not familiar
Cerveza.
with
I am not.
We're going to have a cerveza. Surfaces?
What's the name?
Somebody enlighten me, though. What is it?
A beer.
A beer.
Oh, that's
the beer. I thought you were... What was he? No.
What is the native language of the Philippines?
Oh, the Philippines.
I don't know that either.
All right, let me Google it up.
Well, no, they
Google it up.
They have multiple languages, and funny enough, they are very similar to Spanish, but I don't know much of that language either.
Okay. That's language of the... Oh, dear. Languages.
Filipino.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
Yeah. So... Yeah, I don't feel like
Why there's so many? I think because isn't it have like 1,000 islands or 100 islands or something?
I love that dressing.
What number is it?
Wait, is that where Thousand Island dressing came from?
It's in the hundreds.
I'm a huge fan of that.
Oh, the hundreds.
English, Spanish, Philippine, Hokkien, Malaysian, and Indonesian. Wow.
That'd be complicated. You go from island to island, you got to know all these languages.
Yeah.
Same country, different language.
Miles Berry, ECU linebacker, is bilingual, Bryce. He said he went to school in Greensboro, and they taught all but one class in Spanish from like K through 8. And now on his phone is in Spanish.
If you were to text him right now,
he showed us.
If you were to text him right now, it would show up in Spanish.
He is a freaking genius.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I think you asked
cool
him.
Dude.
I think you asked him as well if he wasn't playing football, what would he want to do? And he said some logistics and supply chain management.
Supply chain, and talked about why he really wanted to be involved in that and found it fascinating. He's a cool dude. He's going to go further than I did, I think, in life. I'm going to make that prediction. I got him right now, but not for long. All right, Bryce, the Ocho's coming back. Do you know what ESPN 8 the Ocho is?
That was off a dodgeball.
It was. That's where the reference comes from. Then they turned it into an actual thing where they turn ESPN into this. It's going to be on ESPN2 and all these random events, including corgi races.
Is that where I'm seeing Ultimate Tag?
Wait, belt sander race.
Yeah, let me run through a few of these and see what you would do. So, is that a brand? Corona?
I don't know if that's a brand. I've never seen that brand, but
belt sander races. People turn belt sanders into model cars and race them. You've got bed races. You've got... I feel like Bryce would be good at this. The Red Bull paper wings. Flying paper airplanes taking to incredible precision. You good at paper airplanes? I just feel like you could...
I feel like I can do a tight fold.
Yeah.
I only know the generic one. Yeah.
Well, did you... so I was in... I never was in Boy Scouts. I was in Cub Scouts. Really wasn't my thing. But we had the Pinewood Derby deal.
Oh, yeah. Mine was like blue.
Mine was blue, and it was the most basic car. Everybody had these cool cars. Mine was basically a triangle, and it was blue and had two yellow stripes that my dad's friend, Mr. Robert, helped us make. And I ended up winning the event at the plaza, at the mall, the mall that's still there.
Heck yeah.
And then, like, I think I went to another event and ended up losing, but my car looked the worst and just dominated the field. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
And
Probably
then,
the perfect weight to aerodynamic ratio.
who knows? They might have thrown some weights in there or something.
yeah, like drilled
they corked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They corked the bat. Anyway, did you do that stuff growing up? Were you a Cub
I
Scout?
did
Boy
that
Scout?
in the Cub Scout. I think I only went to like a bear or something. Wolf. I did like a bobcat, wolf, bear.
Oh, I remember that.
something.
Yeah, that was like the Weeblos.
The Weeblos. I remember those guys being always like, dang, those are old guys. The Weeblos. But yeah, I only made it to, I guess, 3 years of it.
We got any other Boy Scouts of America in the house? And that Chandler's a no, CJ is a no. So, all right.
My dad made it to an Eagle Scout.
Now, that's the highest you can go,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I think so.
He can survive.
Yeah, I guess.
You give him like a Swiss Army knife, he can create a whole civilization.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
All right, other events here. We got some cliff diving going on. We've got, let's see. Oh, what was the one? Table hockey. So you got the World Air Hockey Championships. Table hockey is different. Steve says that table hockey includes a net on the table, I guess. So it is different than air hockey. But anyway, air guitar contest.
That's odd. Now, that's a little odd. How in the world is that judged?
World Chase Tag in London and the Death Diving in Austin. There's also a cornhole contest going on live. So this is all coming up, Bryce. Any what kind of event would you like to add to this? Something with you could use your hunting or fishing skills to be good at really something. I feel like
you're like chicken chasing or something.
Chicken chasing?
Yeah, who can catch a chicken the quickest or something? I don't know.
Neck snapping? Don't you have to kill them all that?
They may not show that on TV.
Okay, maybe not. How about fastest you could like bait a hook or something?
Yeah, fastest you could do that, or
hook bait competition.
Hook bait like with a worm. You know, them night crawlers.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you could really introduce some weird stuff in here. Chandler, your dad could be in the how do you even word it? The weed eater.
Well, everybody says it's the chainsaw.
You got to show Bryce that video.
I will during the next break, but I think it sounds more like a weed eater. But if there's a competition,
yeah,
my dad would blow everybody out of the water.
He makes a sound with his mouth that sounds like a chainsaw, and it is incredible.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Don't you have it on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably play it on the air if we could find it. But anyway, so your dad would be good at that. Do y'all have any useless talents you'd be good at? Like for the Ocho?
Anything?
Not me. Not that I could think of off the top of my head.
I feel like I'm good at throwing things into things. So if you could do like a laundry,
I remember you mentioning that.
Laundry basket challenge, or like
crumpled up paper to a trash can.
Oh, like no lookers.
Oh my God! Of course, duh.
Oh yeah, Chandler is good. They got the air guitar. Chandler is an air freestyler. Like he can't rap,
body language,
but he can do the mannerisms really
rapper.
good.
Yeah.
So
nice.
I mean, just check me out.
Now you don't get the full effect if he's not standing up.
Oh yeah. Hey, when I show you my dad's video, I'll also show you my.
See on the next break.
This next break is going to be huge, folks. Y'all are all going to be listening to our great sponsors. We're going to be having a great show here in studio. All right, Bryce, let's go Pirate Radio Outdoors. What you been up to since we last talked?
Well,
to you?
I was at a wedding this weekend. It wasn't an outdoor wedding, but continued to work on my deer stand for this fall. So been building that. I made a nice, comfortable 4x6 so 2 people can sit in it with no problem. So I've been working on that, and then finally my new jack plate for my boat came in. So, which is what you put on the transom, and then your motor mounts. That way you can raise and lower the motor, different heights. So I've got that addition to come on my boat just to help my boat. I suppose it makes my boat perform a little better because there's less drag and, you know, us not sitting so far back. So I've got those things going on, and I've got to do a little, I guess what I'm getting in is this is kind of a preparation repair week that I've had.
Okay.
In the outdoors. So I've got to do some fiberglass and gel coat thing with some stress cracks. So I'm going to be doing that on the boat this week and got some materials for that. So It hasn't been, I guess, exciting, but it's preparation to get things exciting, if that makes any sense.
So, growing up with my dad being a farmer, I felt like they were always fixing things, fixing tractors, fixing trailers.
Oh, yeah.
There was always something to fix, something to tinker with.
Most definitely.
To the point where I felt like, I was like, are they breaking stuff on purpose just because they enjoy fixing things? So, like, how much do you enjoy actually, like, fixing it? Because, like, you've told a lot of stories about you building this thing, putting it together. Now you got to tinker with it.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy, like, the deer stand. I'm enjoying, like, that because I know how nice that'll be to have a good-sized deer stand. So I enjoy doing that building. I enjoy maintenance stuff. I do enjoy a bunch of it, depending on what it is. If it starts getting costly, it's not very fun. Or if it's in tight spaces, that's not very fun for me. But I enjoy it pretty much because I know, I'm doing something to improve whatever it is I have. So I enjoy it.
We were talking about best sports months, and I put August up there in the top 2 or 3. There's no games. There is preseason and week 0, but no ECU games, no real NFL games. But the anticipation factor,
for sure,
is almost as fun as the actual season itself.
Oh yeah,
So,
in sports and outdoors.
I was gonna say, do you feel the same way about the deer?
Yeah, most definitely. My buddies, they already got their trail cameras out, and I had to put mine in last week. We had the anticipation to get, your food plots, your hunting lanes, your new deer stand location. All that is, coming into play in July and August. So even in the anticipation of sports, the sportsmen are anxious as well.
There you go. Have you ever, question from Chad, have you ever seen a Bigfoot?
I never have.
Now, this stems from a story Holton Ahlers told yesterday. He has seen 2. And we'll have to pull that story
I need
up.
to hear that story. My belief on that, maybe, I don't know, but I feel like there's been so many people in the woods since whenever Bigfoot came into this world that he'd been shot by now.
Yeah, you would think.
I think there'd be a dead Bigfoot.
I think it was Mitch Hedberg that has the joke that says, what if Bigfoot is out of focus and that's just what he looks like? Like everybody, I can't remember how he worded it. It was funny when he said it, but everybody takes the picture and it's real grainy and out of focus.
Always.
But that's what Bigfoot actually looks like.
Oh,
like you can't get it in focus.
Yeah.
He's pixelated.
That's hilarious.
Chandler, I'm gonna give you a duty. I'm gonna have you pull up the video from our Twitter feed of Holton's Bigfoot story and play it on the air. Do you think you could do that?
I'm gonna try.
All right, good deal. I tell you what, well, let's take a break, and we'll get it set during the commercial break. We got more with Bryce Williams. We'll talk Bigfoot. We'll talk more football. Maybe run a round or 2 of the 5-second game. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
Everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. But the good news is, we're getting vehicles from the factory every single week. So what the customer can do is come in, get an appraisal on their trade-in if they have one. They can pick a vehicle that's incoming and actually kind of build it how they want. And then when it gets here in the next 6 to 8 weeks, they're actually taking delivery of a new vehicle.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
The Wood Ducks are at home this upcoming week versus the Nationals, August 2nd through the 7th. On Friday, the first 1,000 fans will receive a 5th season commemorative hat sponsored by Stallings Plumbing, Heating, and AC, along with post-game fireworks sponsored by WNCT Channel 9. Saturday is a collard green grilling apron giveaway to the first 1,000 fans sponsored by AG Carolina Farm Credit. Go online to get your tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Hope to see you at Granger Stadium all week long. Go Woodies!
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. This is Ashley from Shimmer. We are fully stocked with the latest apparel, shoes, and accessories and more. If you need gift ideas or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today. Looking for the hottest shoes on the market? Shimmer has the biggest selection of Hey Dudes anywhere. Shimmer has the newest Yeti products and colors. Want this year's most popular bag? Shimmer has a great selection of all your bog bag needs and accessories. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hi, this is Parker Bunch. When I'm not hitting dingers or going viral, I'm listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations are available if you call 752-1406 or visit beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head into the show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, we learned quite a few things yesterday on Pirate Radio Live when talking to the guys inside the Delcor Players Lounge. And we had known this previously, but I guess a lot of folks had forgotten about it. I remembered it and brought it up with Holton Ehlers the time that Holton saw not one, but two, I guess, big feet. How do you pluralize Bigfoot? Bigfoots? Bigfoots. He saw two Bigfoots. And he rehashed that story. So let's hear it and get Bryce's thoughts on it. Holden, have you seen any supernatural creatures like Bigfoot lately? I know that happened to you years ago.
But yeah, I have. I've seen two Bigfoot in my life, and there's probably one of the only few people on the planet who's actually seen them and not lied about it.
Wait, where was this? I thought you were joking with Cliff.
No, there was like a photo of it or something.
Tell me the quick story on this.
So I was driving home from practice one day, and I live in Grimesland. Like my mom lives in Grimesland. So I was driving home from high school practice one day, and I looked to the left, and I was like, good Lord, that's a big bear. But one was walking on one was walking on 2 legs and one was walking on all 4. And I was like, these things are huge. And then the one that was on all 4 stood up and started walking like a human. And I was like, hold up, wait a second. So I pulled over. I took a video, took a picture. They're real sketchy, just like about every other Bigfoot picture and video you've ever seen. And then I called my buddy who has a sniper, and he was going to come and shoot him, so we became famous for Bigfoot. But by the time he got there, it was dark. So Bigfoot got away.
So there was like, you think you might have seen a legit Bigfoot in the Grimesland area?
I know I did, 100%.
Now, was it a bear that was maybe just walking on its hind legs?
No, absolutely not. The picture that I have, if you zoom in on it, his walking form is the same exact walking form as the famous Bigfoot photo.
Can you text this to me? Can you send this to me? I'd love to see this.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
All right, there's the story. I haven't seen, as Holden posted this. I feel like
Troy's had it. I need to see this thing.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen it before, but I don't know if Holden is. I don't think he's put anything out on social media or anything. So we gotta get the video and pictures put out there. I gotta tell you, I'm glad that Sniper didn't show up, because if that's 2 guys pulling a prank, that could have ended really ugly.
That would have been bad.
But what do you think, Bryce? You've been in the woods a lot. What do you?
I mean, I guess the thing is, there'd be no reason for Holden to lie. So if it came from anybody else, maybe. I feel like Holden's an honest fella. So
well, I believe he saw something. He's not making that part up.
No,
and he believes it to be a Bigfoot, 2 Bigfoots. What do you think it was? A bear?
I'd like to see a picture and make some kind of judgment.
When he started saying it's walking human-like, that was kind of creepy.
So that is very creepy. Yeah. I'm sure there's some good costumes out there. What made someone maybe choose that spot? I don't know. It's hard to say. I want to believe them, but then seeing is believing.
You got to see it to believe it.
Yeah. So,
what would you do if you encountered a Bigfoot?
I would make for certain. If I had time. If I see a Bigfoot, I would think I'd be in the woods. So most of them in the woods have a gun. I thought about, and he was talking about shooting, and I'm like, well, I would shoot it too. But then you're like, but he's not bothering me.
Right. Now, if you felt threatened,
there's been no proof that Bigfoots have ever bothered anything. So I don't know. I think I may do my. Maybe I'd wound him. I'd shoot him in the leg.
Yeah. Non-lethal blow.
Non-lethal blow. Maybe it's like the. But then if you can't walk and he could heal, I think I'll do something. I would maybe try and yell at him. Hey, come here. Maybe he'd come. And then I just have my gun.
Hello. See if he can communicate first.
Yeah. And then what if he waved?
Yeah.
Or flicked me off.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the food line at?
I would think though.
Where's Walmart at?
If I saw something that big and I was unsure if it was a bear or not, I'd probably be a little creeped out. And maybe I would shoot it, but then who knows?
Yeah.
A Bigfoot, old fellow.
He went, did he say it in that clip? I can't remember. Something like, I said, Holden, you should get an NIL deal with National Enquirer and tell your Bigfoot stories.
There we go.
Those magazines at the grocery store that's got all the alien stuff in there? They still have those? I know they used to. But he said
he sent them to all of them.
He said he sent them into different places, and he said nobody would put them out because they don't care about a real Bigfoot. They put that fake stuff out there. They're not interested in a real one. He was upset about it. It was really funny.
Jeez.
He really believes that he saw 2 Bigfoots.
I've never seen 2 Bigfoots, even in the fake stuff.
Well, you got to think that there's a family.
Is it procreation?
Yeah, I guess. How do Bigfoots?
I would assume like humans.
How do they recreate? How do they procreate, CJ? What do you think?
These are dangerous waters that you're doing. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'd like a detailed description. How's that work?
Get it out to you.
Could you draw a picture of what you think it may look like?
Let's ask the players next week. Draw a picture of what Holden's Bigfoot looks like.
You know what? Well, we'll ask Holden. He's the expert on it.
Does Troy have the picture? Can he text us that to us? I'd like to see it.
Ask Troy if he's got it. I should just ask.
If Troy says I didn't get it, I don't believe the story.
I'm going to see if, I'll just see if Holton can send it to me. How about that?
I feel like I remember, did the story ever get to like TV stations? Did they talk about this on TV?
No. Like who? Like what?
Local stations.
local high school quarterback spots Bigfoot.
I remember.
And then they're out there interviewing him, and he's like, "I seen it right over there. It was
right over there it was. That's where it was."
Oh man, good stuff. All right, take us to break, Chan Man, and we'll come back. We'll wrap it up. And I'm gonna see if I can get this my hands on this picture and video, because now I'm pretty fascinated by it.
I mean, I'd love to see some proof.
Sure.
At least a picture.
The proof, you know where the proof is?
In the pudding.
In the pudding. Take a timeout, come back, more to go after this.
Hey Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
Before you hit the road this travel season, be sure to get your tires inspected by the tire guys at Greenville Auto World. The Greenville Auto World service team sells all the top brands and economy tires if you need a new set. Need an oil change, state inspection, or AC repair? Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle, and the monthly oil change special is only $29.99. Make an appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World.
That perfect tractor package you've been eyeing at Quality Equipment just got a little more perfect. Haul your next 1, 3, or 5 Series John Deere tractor off the lot on your brand new trailer. Visit our site at QualityEquip.com to add it to your package. Start with Quality Equipment to get any task done right. We've got the full line of John Deere equipment priced right with low monthly payments and special financing. Plus, we service everything we sell. Visit QualityEquip.com to see our latest offers.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This pepperoni was carefully placed by hand by a pizza maker at Papa John's. Just like this one, and that one over there. Ooh, and even these in the crust. Get yourself the new Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza, only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is only $13.99 and is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Yo ho, you're listening to Pirate Radio.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner, be sure to follow Pirate Radio on all our social medias. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. Join the close to 58,000 followers today at PR927FM. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Rock.
Wrapping it up with Bryce Williams here on a Tuesday. Bryce, we'll have some ECU practice reports coming in the next few weeks, so it is full speed ahead to September now.
There we go.
Exciting times.
I can't wait to hear it.
Good stuff. All right, Bryce, thanks for hanging out, man.
Thank y'all for having me.
Enjoyed it. We'll talk more Pirate football with Stephen Igo. Hoist the Colors coming up on Wednesday. We'll preview the East Carolina linebackers. I think we're on linebackers, so we'll talk backers coming up tomorrow on the show. The voice Jeff Charles will join us. Also, our buddy Scott Rogers, Scooter, to talk about the upcoming Little League Softball World Series, which is here in Greenville, North Carolina. We'll have teams from all over the country, teams from all over the world coming to Greenville to compete in that. And Scooter will give the details on it. Our buddy Patrick Mason will join us. We'll have a fun Wednesday show coming your way, 3 o'clock. We will talk to you then for Chanman, CJ, Bryce, and the crew here at Pirate Radio. I'm Clip Brock. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation